What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 143 of Two Dudes and Some Bullshit. My name's Dave McRae, coming to you live from the VoiceMann Studios in Toronto, Canada. He's Tony Michael in Atlanta, Georgia, and tonight we are watching Scream 2022 for the first time. I've not seen it. He hasn't seen it. Maybe you have. This is our first time watching it tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! We are live, ladies and gentlemen! Oh, this is going to be a good one. Scream 2022. I'm looking forward to it. I was unable to get to the movie theater to see it because things were shut down here in the province of Ontario, here in Canada. Finally, it's like The Rock. Things are beginning to open up here now. Things are beginning to open up. Certain mandates are being lifted, and restaurants and capacity limits and theaters and things like that. So I was unable to get to the movie theater because the closest theater that I believe I would have had to have gone. Let's just say I would have had to have driven about 7 or 8 hours east or about 15 or 16 hours west. Just wasn't going. Just don't care that much. So don't care that much. I don't even think I do that for Halloween. So, but nonetheless, Tony, how are you, my man?
I was just lazy. I could have gone and seen it. Just like I could go see Batman this weekend, but I'm probably not going to go see Batman over the weekend. I'll see it. You know, I'll get to it.
I kind of do want to see the Batman in the movie theater, so I might be. I might.
Meaning, like, I'll get to it over like the next week or so.
Yeah.
Well, like, it's not like my top priority of things to do this weekend. I got some other shit going down.
You're vibrating there for some reason. Your camera. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, his head has come apart. What's going on? I wonder why that's happening. Do you think
Laura
that's
Burns.
Do you think that's on your end, or do you think...
No, everything's plugged in fine.
It's plugged in fine? Do you want to... I
don't know what to do.
Want to come back? I don't know what's going on there. I wonder if it's I wonder if I turn off my... Let me turn off my... let me stop my... Oh, wait, geez, what's going on there?
Wow, I'm purple now.
You're purple. That's really weird. Woo, do. Tony, I just want to say that you look a little sick.
I feel like I'm about to snap my finger and extinguish half of existence.
This is amazing. You are purple.
Thanos.
But
call me
Tony,
Thanos.
Now, in case you're just joining us, Tony is not feeling well today. While we figure this, okay.
For those in the chat room who don't make it through it, you should have gone for the head.
That's it.
You know the reference.
Before we begin, hopefully, I don't know maybe you want to come out or log out, come back in. I'm not sure. You can do it with the same link. Before we jump to the movie, I want to say this. I'm going to. I made a post on my Many Things page. I made a post on my community section here on YouTube, but I haven't mentioned it on a stream yet, so I thought I would in case anybody is interested. I have a horror package that I'm selling. It's all one package, so I'm not selling this individually. It's all or nothing, okay? But in this horror package, you get a Devil's Latex Jason Voorhees Part 3 hockey mask. You've seen me wear it in some of my videos. You get a Devil's Latex Jason Voorhees Part 3 sort of mask, like, the ugly face mask. It's very, very, very tiny, so it wouldn't be good for probably putting it on your head unless your head is the size of a toothpick, but it would be great for like stuffing and putting the mask on. So that's in the box as well as now they're all opened, but they're in perfect condition and they come with all the accessories. So you also get a NECA version of Freddy Krueger from Part 2, a NECA version of Jason from Part 3, a NECA version of Laurie Strode from Halloween 18, a NECA version of Michael Myers from Halloween 2018. You also get this Mezco Toys Halloween 1978. I have like doubles of a lot of this shit, so that's why I'm trying to clean some things out. So, and I don't want to toss them out. I want them to go to a good home. And I thought, why not put it out there to you guys? And I did that, but so far nobody's bit. There's been a few interested parties, but nobody's bit yet. So that's in there as well as a 4K copy of Halloween Kills. It's right here it is. Now it's opened in the sense of that I've unwrapped it, but I haven't watched. I have a couple of these. People send me stuff. Friends. Here you go. I have a couple of these. It's opened, but it's not. It's never been used, so I've never put the disc in or anything. I just unwrapped it and stuck it on the shelf. I'll throw that in there as well. The digital code, I would assume, would still be okay with it, but maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm also throwing in a men's medium t-shirt of It's Me Billy, and also It's Me Billy on Blu-ray as well as the prop newspaper from It's Me Billy that you saw on the desk there as Victoria's walking through the space, and there's old newspapers and things like that. I'll throw that in there as well. And $5.50 USD, all in, shipping included. Wherever you are, I will ship that to you.
That's $550, not $5.50.
Thank you very much. $550, not $5.50.
Because the way it comes out, like what $5.50?
I know.
Like, I'll take it.
That's it. If you are interested, please message me via my Facebook page, Many Things Dave McRae. Send me a DM. Say, hey Dave, heard about that. I'm definitely interested in it. And then we can work out the details, and I will ship it to you. It includes shipping, by the way, and I will ship it to you. I may have to ship it in 2 boxes. I might have to do that, but you will get it absolutely 100%. Again, $5.50 USD all in. I'm not selling these individually. It's a horror box. If you want it, it's yours. It's yours. $550 USD. Send me a message. Many Things Dave McRae. Again, just one last time. Halloween Kills on 4K. It's Me Billy on Blu-ray. It's Me Billy t-shirt, men's medium. Mezco Toys, Michael Myers. NECA, Laurie Strode and NECA, Michael Myers. NECA, Jason Voorhees from Part 3. NECA, Freddy Krueger from Part 2. All accessories and all those boxes included, as well as a Jason Voorhees Part 3 hockey mask and a Jason Voorhees Part 3 face mask, the way he looks all ugly and shit. And I think that's it. Yeah. $5.50 USD. So cool. Send me a message. Many Things Dave McRae. Let me know. Thank you for the super chats that just came in. We will get to them, but by all means, feel free to keep sending them in if you want your question guaranteed an answer. All right, Scream 2022. You
got any expectations with this? I don't. Actually, I don't have any expectations with movie anymore. I just want to be entertained. I'm not gonna worry about like, is it good, is it bad? Just entertain me and I'll be fine.
Yeah. And I just want to say
I've lowered my standards.
Yes. Dave Vanderhoff there in the chat says, Dave, I'm still waiting for my It's Me Billy Blu-ray. Yes, you're not the only one, Dave. We have sent out many of them. I think we've sent out about 200 and there's probably about another 140 to go. And I remember seeing your name that you're in that 140 to go. So you will be getting it. But we have to take these things in stages, obviously. And but yes, they are coming. So yours has not been lost, Dave. It is still coming. You know what? I don't really have, I have a feeling I'm going to, because of few people that I trust that have had this reaction to it, is, it was fine. It was a Scream movie. It was what it needed to be. It was fine. Some people have said it's not the, oh my God, that's incredible, that some people have made it out to be. But it's not the dumpster fire that other people have made it out to be. It's just kind of like, well, that was a nice, it felt like a Scream movie, looked like a Scream movie, played out like a Scream movie. It was fine. It was good. Yeah. And I have the feeling I'm going to go,
that's kind of like what I'm figuring how I'm going to feel. Just like I felt after Chainsaw, I enjoyed it. Actually, I rewatched that over the weekend. I had an hour to kill. Mm-hmm. And it was no complaints. I mean, I think because, again, I've taken that new approach. I thought I saw something, new approach to not really putting a high expectations on films. Like I don't need a whole hell of a lot to be entertained at this point. You know, I don't need to have a checklist of things going into watching the film. With the exception of Halloween Ends, my only expectations is Laurie Strode fucking dies. Other than that, I'll be happy with the movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I hear you.
I'm grainy. Everyone's saying I'm grainy. I don't know.
You're grainy? Oh, it could be because you had to unplug and come back in. It could just be I don't know what the issue is. I'm not sure.
Laura Barnes, man.
Yeah, maybe it's her.
I'm tighter. I know that for sure than usual. I'm not usually this tight on your.
Yeah, I've put you a little closer just so it kind of matches. I don't know if
that has anything to do with it.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I don't know. Refresh the page, folks. No, I think you look all right. I mean, I can bring you back, but I don't want to. No, you're pretty. Yeah, you're pretty good.
Let's see here.
Because you're right at the edges there. So you're pretty good. I think you look all right.
Yeah, I mean
that's fine. Shut up, everybody. But yeah, okay. Well, we are paused.
I will say your video quality is definitely sharper than mine. I don't know why.
I don't know. I'm just using a webcam.
And I'm using the Panasonic GH5.
Maybe it's just a connection issue.
Could be. I don't know. This is weird.
Yeah, you do look
because I do. I look a little like I'm using I look pixelated is the word I want to use.
I think it might have something to do with maybe the issue we had, or a bit earlier. Maybe it's still trying to work itself out.
Could be.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you look, fresh as a baby's ass.
That's because I am magnetic. I am one sexy son of a bitch.
I wonder if it's the cord I'm using. I don't know.
Tony and I are paused. I am watching this off Amazon Prime. You can rent it off Amazon Prime or the Google Play Store or iTunes, depending on where you are, whether you're in the States, whether you're here, whether you're over in Europe and the UK. And it'll be probably somewhere between $4.99, $5.99 to rent. I'm watching it off Amazon Prime. Tony, you're watching it off of iTunes.
I bought it off of iTunes.
You bought it? Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's
going into the collection.
So we are both paused. 17 seconds in, the Paramount logo is up on the screen. So if you want to get your copy into that area, then that's where we are. And Tony has. Did you adjust the exposure?
I turned up. I adjust the exposure to see, but it's still. And I've been waiting. Boy, I mean, that was like a 2-minute delay. I'm looking at it on YouTube, and no, it's still. I still look really fucking pixelated. I don't know.
Maybe you just are pixelated.
That too.
Maybe if I was to meet you in person, I'd be like, Tony, you look
it's
pixelated.
Not usually like that though, is it?
I don't think so. Not that I don't. I think it's fine though. I mean, it might be an issue if you're watching it on.
I'm just concerned with if is it my camera.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's it might be an issue with. Yeah. No, I get it. If you're watching us on like a 75-inch television, it might be an issue. But if you're watching us on your phone, I don't think it's an issue in terms of being bothersome.
Whatever.
Okay, so that's where we're paused. And Tony, are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, folks. Scream. Oh yeah, isn't this Spyglass Entertainment? I think first has to come up. Is it Spyglass? Oh, I was right. Spyglass.
A female and the dude is a killer. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I don't know. The killer is me.
Actually, that was Scream 4. That was it was Sydney's cousin and also, Rory Culkin.
Hello. How are you?
Do people even have landlords anymore?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I could believe it. I wouldn't believe that. It would be harder to believe that a young girl has one on her own. But if she's living at home with her parents, maybe.
True.
We had people say that about Billy. Oh, nobody has. I'm like, it's not their phone. It's the grandmother's phone. I thought that was obvious. What's this actress's name again? Ortega? Somebody Ortega? Chat room can let us know. What's her name?
Nah.
It's I think her last name's Ortega. Hello? Is Christina there? Jenna Ortega. Thank you, Scared Straight Productions. Jenna Ortega is the actress's name.
The voice is obviously OG.
Yep. Yeah, it's what's his name? Roger Jackson.
So that's a good callback. I like that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's been the voice in all of them.
He just sounded different in a few of them.
Yeah, I think he's a little more menacing here, maybe a bit deeper. People's voices, especially men's voices, will actually sometimes deepen as they get older.
Mm.
I mean, Robert Englund now almost sounds like, when he does, not quite, but when he does Freddy now, he sounds a little more like Freddy in the movies than he did when he was actually Freddy in the movies, because they had to pitch him lower. He sounded quite high. I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy. I mean, now he actually sounds, it's a bit gruffier, and I think that sometimes can happen with men too. They get a bit gruffier. But yeah, you see, I like the way he sounds. Sounds very sinister.
There's a little callback to Drew.
Mm-hmm. Playing with the butcher knife.
Playing with the knives. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's a little callback.
The old open the door and then close it thinking, oh. The only thing that I could never, it's hard for me to get into Ghostface because Ghostface isn't anybody. And some people I guess like that, but right now it's not like this voice we're hearing is the same person from the original. It's not. It's a completely different
Well, no,
person.
It's not Billy and Stu.
Well, that's what I mean. So it's like Ghostface is just, there is no such thing as Ghostface. He's just a, you know what I mean? Some people like that. I wonder if we're going to see Ghostface trip over couches and footstools in this one. You know how he's like,
oh yeah,
he's always tripping over shit. Excuse me.
Clumsiest serial killer there is. Ghostface.
Oh yeah. What the fuck, you okay? You should answer it.
Buildings of suspense.
Yep.
How did you know my landline was ringing? Because I'm calling you, bitch.
That's right.
Now
That's right.
Answer.
Amber.
This isn't Amber.
Ooh.
Yeah, answer the phone, bitch.
Yep.
Stole my line.
This isn't Amber. This is Amberina. Ooh.
Well, who is this? It's your daddy.
And she's in Woodsboro, right? So she probably has no idea of any of the past crimes. Ooh, she's in trouble now. She's in trouble now. You know, it's funny. And I mean, no disrespect when I say this because I get it, of course. But the first Scream, we're seeing a lot of sort of, parallels here, and it works. It totally works. It's fun for the nostalgia. I wonder how this opening would affect somebody who's never seen Scream, who's grown up sort of in this generation to see, because I mean, this, person on the phone, you know, weird people. I mean, that dates back as far as Black Christmas, you know, and maybe even further if there's a film prior to that. So in 1996, when Scream came out, obviously it was, you know, revolutionary for a number of reasons. Drew dying was like, oh my God, and scary person on the phone. Now it's just, it's the same thing. There's nothing, it's well done, well put together, well executed. But I wonder how somebody, and for people like us, we're watching this sort of enjoying the nostalgia of it. It's kind of like, oh, this is kind of cool, you know, kind of throwback. It's kind of creepy. But I wonder how somebody new would feel watching this. If it would affect them in the same ways that it affected us, say, 25 years ago, because this is so, you know, we're so desensitized to this kind of thing now. Tara. Stab. David Schwimmer. David Schwimmer.
We were on a break.
Yep. As if you'd continue to play. Well, I guess you would. I would hang up and I would call 911. Or I would open my door, walk down the street. I don't know. Ooh. Someone's gonna die. Ooh, the cut. It's gotta hurt. And Ghostface always uses the same knife. Doesn't he?
Yeah.
He never uses a different knife. Like he never thinks, you know what, maybe this time I'm going to use...
He's found the knife he's liked and he's sticking with it.
Yeah, but it's not even the same Ghostface.
He's sticking him with it.
It's and that's the thing. It's not even the same person. So it's just like multiple people figure, well, I guess I have to use this knife.
I have two of those.
You do?
Oh yeah. I have the one that I use for photo shoots and then the one that I bought from the original Scream.
That's right.
Let me clarify that. I don't know if it's the hero knife. It was part of...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a badass knife. I will say, like of knives when you hold it, it's a really cool knife.
Is that the one that was in that photo where he's kind of like, he's sitting in the chair?
Yep.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite photos that you've ever taken.
Yeah.
Call 911. No. What am I going to do? It's over, bitch. Hello?
Bonus question.
Will
you take my virginity?
Will you take my virginity? No. Well, then you're going down, bitch. Well, she's fighting back. She's got those Converse on. Ooh. Ooh.
Broken leg. Oh, damn.
Oh.
This is a good kill.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Of course, he would smack his head off.
Of course,
kitchen
Ghostface is the clumsiest motherfucker that has ever. It doesn't, and like we said, it's not even the same Ghostface. So
hey, they're stealing my idea from my photo. Remember, I did that first, guys.
Yeah, a bunch
of the girl dragging the girl in the room. Yeah, I did that shot first, bitch. They stole my idea.
They stole it. You should send them an invoice. Oh, oh, woo! Scream. So weird that it's called Scream and not Scream 5 or Screams. The Screaming. yes. Teen angst. Teen angst. Teen angst, baby.
I never had that. Did you?
What's that? Teen angst?
Teen angst. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think anytime you, well, I think I mean, if you like a girl and there's drama and things, you know, there can, yeah. I mean, you know, I guess that's considered kind of teen angst.
I don't know. I think I smoked too much weed to have angst.
There you go. There you go.
That was my problem.
That was your problem.
My girl would be like, "Come on, I need to fight with you. You're too mellow."
That's it. That's it. You okay, baby? Yeah. You don't have to check on me all the time. Yeah, I do. I do because I'm a man. It's going to suck. Jenna Ortega goes down. Isn't Jenna Ortega in that new X movie? I thought she was in that.
I don't know.
I think she might be.
I don't know.
Or I'm completely wrong. And out to lunch.
Oh, she's still alive, but in bad shape.
Wow. Impressive. Most impressive.
Most impressive.
Mm-hmm.
They filmed this not too far from me, I think, in North Carolina.
Correct. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Wes.
Wes.
No, that's not deliberate.
No.
No.
Wes is a very common name today.
Of course.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, it's cool. I like that.
Well, and I think one of the girls' last names is Carpenter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's a nice little tip of the cap to the creator.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And one of the girls is named Carpenter, I think, or her last name. Carpenter. Richie. Okay. Ah, yes. Oh, they're bowling. They were bowling. They're at a bowling alley.
Oh yeah, I'm loving this 90s or late 90s rock music being played.
Yep.
Even though it's not, even I'm sure it's a modern band, it just has that late 90s. Yep.
Well, even
sound.
This guy's got the frosted tips in his hair. Do guys do that now still? I did that in college.
Yeah, I don't see too many guys doing that now. I mean, the girl with the different color, like her, I see that. I see a lot.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's ever really gone away.
No, but the guy with the frosted tips, no, I don't see guys doing that anymore. So I don't know if that's a intentional thing, but again, good callback.
Yeah, I remember because I have brown hair. I dyed my hair bleached blonde. Everybody and just
what this kid is doing. No, we don't see many guys doing that anymore. I did that for a brief minute.
Same. So did I. I was like 19, 20.
It was a thing.
It was a thing, and it looked ridiculous.
Frosted dark roots. Yep.
Yes, 100%. 100%. I did the exact same thing.
I mean, if it's a comeback that I'm not aware of, cool. I mean,
yeah, that's fine. But it does first. It does stand out though. It stands out because I'm like, oh, but I look, I don't have kids. I don't have teenagers. I don't know what the hell teenagers are into today. Maybe it's come back. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really keep up with much of what kids are doing.
No.
Now that's badass. Is that I think it was really quick. It looked like a GTO that he was leaning up against. I couldn't see it.
I don't know.
Fuck, get out of the frame. I'm trying to figure out what car that is.
So which one's the killer? Which one's the killer? I'll figure it out.
No, I mean, it looks like a GTO, but I can't tell. It's quick fucking shots.
Jenny. That one right there just looks like a killer. Sounds awful. She just looks like a killer. Maybe they're all killers. Maybe they're all that. Wouldn't that be funny? They're all killers trying to kill each other, but nobody knows that the other's a killer.
That'd be great.
And then they all get into a room at the same time, dressed in the Ghostface costume. They're all pointing at each other like the Spider-Man meme. There should be a Ghostface meme. There's 5 Ghostfaces, and they're all going, "What? What's going on?
You're the killer. You're the killer.
You're the killer. You're the what? What's going on?"
Kind of like the Spider-Man meme.
That's what I just said.
Peter
Yeah.
2, Peter 3. Yeah.
That's what I just said. Yeah. It's exactly like that.
There's the Halloween reference.
I know. Halloween fans watching this in the theater would be having orgasms.
They're like, oh my God, they mentioned
Halloween! They mentioned Halloween! Although people today, I don't think kids today would, when I say kids, but you see, talking about Friday the 13th, Halloween, I don't know if that would be their reference point.
Well, I mean,
maybe. Maybe because of the new Halloweens. Maybe
yes,
if
because
of
the new Halloweens.
Right,
yeah, I would say that for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Now I don't know if they're talking about like Freddy and Jason and whatnot, but Elm Street.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, I caught it.
Nice little Easter egg.
And folks, feel free if you want to send in a super chat, please do. Tony and I will get to them at the end of the film. Just let you know we're not ignoring them.
Remember in the trailer, I remember when we first saw the trailer and she's in the trailer and it looked like she was getting killed. And I said, I don't know, the way these guys are spinning it, they said that don't believe what you see because they filmed like so many different. Yeah. So she obviously hasn't died yet. We'll put a little yet after that.
Oh, she going down. No, maybe not. You think Woodsboro would be... It all happens at Woodsboro. Hi, I'm Richie. Hi. Yeah.
I'm feeling... I like...
Frosted Tips. I mean, frosted from now on.
I'm hoping that these young adults are in their 20s, because I don't want to be like a 40-year-old creeper. But as right now, if this is the core younger generation cast, I like the chick with the curly hair. I'm digging her. Not these three.
Not those three. The chick with the curly hair. So might be creepy. I don't know. What one girl had. Curly, I have no idea.
Yeah, she had like kind of crazy curly hair. I liked her. I liking her vibes.
Liking her vibes. Well, you should give her a call.
I should.
Yeah.
Just to say, hey, girl, I like your vibes.
Yeah. I like this Jenna Ortega. I like her vulnerability, her sweetness. I'm believing
Not
it.
her.
Oh,
her. I like her.
Oh, okay.
I'm digging her vibes.
Yeah.
She's kind of got she kind of has that oh man, what was the girl's name from Flashdance?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
She kind of has that vibe.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit. Not saying she looks like her, but she's just got that.
No, I know what you're saying.
Vibe.
Right. They're all getting suspicious of each other. Okay, so no guy's good enough for her? Like, what the fuck, man? Ooh, looks like she might not be into men.
Whatever.
If I read that correctly. Although most men would be okay with that.
Absolutely.
That's not a deterrent for men. See, that's the thing. Oh, really? Oh, well, okay.
Always down for a menage.
A menage. The menage.
I have no problem being the menage of your toi.
I don't know. I mean, it's like that Seinfeld episode. I'm not an orgy guy.
That's that kid from.
I gotta start wearing
Smallville. He played the Flash.
And robes. I don't know. Never saw Smallville.
And he was also in Haunting in Connecticut as well too. He was also in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, this kid with the long hair.
Okay. I will take.
Or he's not a kid anymore, but yeah, he played Flash on Smallville, and yeah, I forgot he was also in the Nightmare remake.
So here comes. Well, we know from the trailer that this guy's about to meet Ghostface, Fostgace. Someone there? Who is that? Get out of my fucking car! Get out! Get out! Get out now. He's reaching in.
And Ghostface is going to pop up behind him.
Oh, yeah. It was in the trailer.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, bitch.
I like that kill, to be honest with you. It's like, bam.
Well, it was
just good.
It was just a little.
It's very subtle.
It was very subtle. Very subtle. Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
Gurgles. It's out. Ooh. Look at this guy. This guy's like a Joshua Jackson type character.
A little bit.
Richie.
I was definitely feeling the Joshua Jackson
feeling
type
that?
vibes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. Ooh, the Masonic floor.
It's connected to Halloween.
Somebody messaged me the other day and said that I don't talk enough.
Look, there's Billy Loomis.
That's funny. That was good.
Now, why would Billy Loomis? Now, I've known about this. I'm not.
Okay.
I have known about the ghost appearance of Billy Loomis. Now, why would her apparition of Billy Loomis be Billy's final moments before he died, when she never met him?
Right. Well, you
know what I mean?
Right.
That's my only question to the writers. Like, okay, this is supposed to be Billy's daughter. She obviously died as either while she was in the womb or she was a baby. And her apparition of her father, is his final moments from the original Scream.
Well,
okay.
And I will tell you, thinking about it from a logical storytelling.
I mean, it's cool. I'm not dissing it. I like the idea, but I think they could have come up with a better way to have him look.
I understand. Thinking about it from a writing perspective and having this character, oh. I think that, and I know we see Ghostface here, but I think Loomis's daughter is in on it. That's a prediction, and I predict that just because of the.
Well, I mean, unless the movie is going into the supernatural realm, which I don't believe it's.
No.
You know what
But
I mean? I don't believe this is his spirit or his ghost.
No.
Because then you're going into a totally different direction of what this movie's supposed to be.
Right.
Which,
but
it's not supernatural.
Yeah.
Now, a figment of her imagination, an apparition of her thoughts. Yeah, sure. That's different. But I think it would be different.
Sure. But I thinking of it from a writing perspective, and when you're writing about characters and trauma and generational and sort of kind of like, it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. It's been done before in other films. It's a bit of a trope, and it's all in the execution. But I totally could believe that they are going to make Sam at least one of the Ghostface killers because of her father. And I think that makes sense to me. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing that. That's not an incorrect thing to do necessarily. It's all in the execution, but certainly that could.
This chick, I keep forgetting about this cop.
But that's not.
She's been around since when? She's been with the franchise, I think, since 2 or 3.
No, 4. But that's not. What's her face?
Well, I know she's 4. I know she's in 4. But I thought she's been with the franchise. Oh. I thought she was with them in 2 or 3. I can't remember.
Was she? Hang on a second.
No, 2 was in college. That's right. So she wouldn't have been there.
No. I think it was just 4 she came in.
Maybe it was. You may be right. Maybe it was just 4.
But that wasn't what's her face, was it?
What?
No, it's Marley Shelton. Was she? I don't think she was the same person that was in Scream 4.
Yeah,
was
she is. The blonde? Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It's the same person. Okay.
For some reason, I thought she's been with the franchise since
same actress.
Beginning.
Yeah.
just because she's been around for forever. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But whatever.
Now, it's also important to you remember too that it can go both ways, right? You can make Sam the obvious choice, but you can also write it like that to make it the obvious choice and then make it not Sam. So, to be fair, I'm not saying that it absolutely is, but it wouldn't surprise me either way because of how they've set up. They're giving her not just agency, but they're giving her more meat to her past. There's more foundation there. So you can take that in either direction. You can make her Ghostface and it would make sense. And you can make her not Ghostface and make people think that she is or one of the two or, what have you. And then it doesn't end up being her. It wouldn't surprise me either way. But
it's just kind of a weird misdirect. Like it's if she is Ghostface, then it's like, okay, well, it was an obvious reveal, right? Father, daughter, whatever.
Sure.
If she's not Ghostface and she has these visions of her father, maybe it's just a way to shoehorn an OG character into this new movie just to have, that, ooh, it's Billy Loomis. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So.
Yep. That's right.
But either way, it's whatever. Like I said, I don't, I just have fun with these movies.
That's it.
Man, the last two horror films we've watched for the first time, though, I will say there are two leading actresses who've got some very thick eyebrows.
Yeah, thick eyebrows are in.
I wonder if that's a thing, man. I think start making mine thicker and color them.
No. Well, I don't know. Some women, I guess, like thick eyebrows.
But yeah, this girl, Jenna Ortega. Is that her name? Ortega,
yeah.
She's good. She's playing the vulnerable.
Yep.
Pretty well.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah. I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
That your dad's a fucking crazy killer?
Yeah. The dad, keeping it in the fam.
Our dad, I guess I should say. Because they're sisters, right?
Excuse me. When did he have time to... Who was he... What was going on?
He was obviously cheating on Sydney.
Obviously.
Because he wasn't getting any from Sydney.
Obviously.
They had their PG relationship or whatever the fuck.
But then wait a minute. If they're... No. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because he dies in the first film, so obviously he's banging someone else in high school.
Mm-hmm. Joshua Jackson. I mean, I knew that, but I didn't care because I want to get into bed with you.
Absolutely.
That's basically what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
Listen, I know your father was a serial killer, but
I still want to bang you.
I don't care. I want to bang you.
That's it.
Does that mean I can't, or what's going on? That's what really it's all about. Richie.
And you know what the sad part is? In reality, that's how men think. That's the sad part.
It's true. It's biological.
It really is. We don't care. I mean, like, you meet a girl, she's crazy. Believe it or not, there's still guys out there. I mean, as crazy it is, there's plenty of men out there that you see it all the time that are obsessed over what's her name there. The chick who killed her baby, Casey Anthony. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, this is a chick who killed her own kid. More than likely, even though she was found not guilty, but we'll just go with the obvious OJ factor there.
Yep.
And men love her. I mean, they do.
Dewey!
Oh,
Dewey! Sheriff Judy Hicks. Another Scream movie. That's what this movie should have been called. Another Scream movie.
Another Scream movie. That's good.
Another Scream movie.
Well, there she is.
Gail Weathers. Gail Weathers. There's your ex-wife. I wonder how they were together on set, whether there were any awkward moments.
I mean, in the interviews, they seemed to be fine. I mean, Nev was always in the middle of them.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You noticed that?
Yes.
Nev, if they were doing interviews, Nev was always in the middle of the two of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed that. Probably intentional. My name's Samantha Carpenter. Samantha Carpenter. Did you catch that? Dewey basically looks how I look like every morning when I get up. That's just me in the morning. It's like, oh, I gotta get up. Fuck. Why? What's the point? Why am I even getting up?
Dewey, the greatest WCW champ ever.
He's phenomenal.
He really was, I think. I think David Arquette really was the WCW champ at one point.
I know he was doing. I don't know if it was WCW. No.
It was.
Not WCW, because that WCW hasn't been around in like 20-something years.
But
you mean back in the day when they did?
Back in the day. I think he did, right? I'm almost
right.
positive.
Wasn't it like Ready to Rumble, that movie he was into?
Something
and stuff?
like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
I could be wrong, but I think he was briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Chat room will back me up. Let me know.
Oh, Cody said he was.
Okay.
There you go. You got to go to Dewey and get some exposition about how the game is played. Rule number 2. The killer's motive is always connected to something in the past. I'm related to Billy. If it's not her, which it may not be, because that could be a red herring, right? You know, to make it obvious, to make you think it's her, because it's a misdirect. They do that in writing as well. There's another girl in here that I think she just looks like she'd want to kill somebody. I hate to say that.
The girl that I like with the curly hair that reminds me of the Flashdance girl.
Maybe. I got to see them all again. Nine times. I stabbed him 9 times. Wasn't 50 Cent shot 9 times?
For real, in real life, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he always, I don't blame him. I mean, he wears a bulletproof vest every day.
Yeah.
That's
what kind of life?
Shitty way to live, but...
I'm just saying, what kind of life do you have to, what did you do where people want to shoot you?
Nothing, probably. It's just the way, the environment, you know, when you're a part of that type of environment that we can't really begin to understand.
I know.
It's a hard, rough environment. I will say, though, I do like Dewey's way of living. Nice little mobile home in the middle of fucking nowhere. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Legit. I have such low expectations. I will never marry a hot girl because my goal is living in a trailer home out in the middle of nowhere.
If you reach low, if you aim low, you're never disappointed.
Hey, hold up!
Oh, there it is. There's
Let
your
me
girl.
have my moment.
35 minutes into the movie.
I don't care. God damn it.
There she is. Good Canadian girl from Guelph, Ontario, which is about half an hour west of me.
My scream queen.
Of course, I carry a gun. Are you packing? That's what he should have said. Are you packing?
Nev.
Neve. Nev. No, it is Nev. I've heard people say Neve before, though. I'm like, it's not Neeve. It's Neve. It's clearly Nev, right? I don't think there's 2 E's. There's just one E. It's like Bev, but as Nev. Something about this one feels different. I don't know. I'm fine. I just need you to come over here and... I'm Sydney fucking Prescott. She had to add the fucking.
I know. I totally was just like spaced out there for a minute. What?
No, it's good. It's totally understandable. This is your ex-wife who still owes you. I think it's 50 million.
This isn't just my ex-wife. This is the greatest woman to ever live.
Ever live.
Ever live.
Ever live, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe that's why I'm single. that's the bar I'm
Your
set.
Expectations are extraordinarily high.
Nev Campbell.
It's all right.
I mean, my expectations of a woman, extraordinary high. My expectations of living conditions, very low.
Hey, you know what? You just got to find someone who feels the same way. Get it together, Dewey. Call Gail. Hi, honey. It's your former ex, or your former husband. Yeah, timestamp, guys, is 37 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yep. We're right on. We're right in sync. It's tearing up my heart. No.
Yeah. Hey, Frosted Flakes in this movie should be singing that, whatever his name is.
Exactly.
What's his name? Frosted Flakes?
I don't know. I really don't know who the actors, the other actors' names are. I just know who these guys are. Yeah. I'm going to have to probably rewatch this again to hear their names.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, he's busting out. See, that's like Luke opening it up and seeing the lightsaber. I wonder if he's going to throw the gun over his shoulder. Just takes it, throws it over his shoulder. He doesn't care anymore. Holy shit, he came.
That's what she said.
I've decided to temporarily assist you in your investigation. Temporarily.
Of course you did.
Well, you know that's going to become a permanent thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Dead.
Is that Randy? Is that Randy? It is.
Is it?
It is.
Oh,
it's
it is.
Randy.
Why? That's a huge...
That was her uncle. Okay.
Oh.
No,
So they're
whose
keeping
uncle?
So they're keeping it in the fam.
But whose uncle? She said Randy was our uncle. I thought, is that what she said?
It sounded like that.
Oh, that was Randy's sister. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. From Scream 2 when she brings the VHS tape. Son of a bitch. Okay. All right.
That's an enormous photo of him.
It's a huge photo of him.
That like
Jamie Kennedy's like, hell yeah, bitches.
Yeah, but I mean a small photo on the mantle would be fine. Just a regular size photo. You don't need this like he's the president.
Yeah.
I love it. It's great. It's so like, over the top, but it works.
Exactly. Deputy Dewey.
Deputy Dewey.
Deputy Dewey's the killer. Frosted Flakes reminds me of...
I love that you're going with that name. It's great. It is.
Frosted Flakes?
Yeah.
He reminds me of... who's the guy that I really liked? Who he played in the remake of The Crazies. He's the killer in Scream 2. Kind of reminds me of that.
Okay.
Tim something.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, here we're doing the old meta talking about movies, requels and sequels and reboots and bequels and nequels. Whatever the hell that is. You got to have a conversation like this. And then everybody in the audience is going, oh, that's so true.
She's Flashdance.
Flashdance, Frosted Flakes.
She's Eyebrows.
She's Eyebrows.
That's Josh Jackson.
Joshua Jackson, Frosted Flakes.
Twilight Girl. She reminds me of the kid from Twilight.
You know what? Twilight Girl might be in on it.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm thinking so. Just looks like she wants to kill somebody. That's the one that looks like that wants to kill somebody.
So that's their names. I'm not even going to remember their name. I'm just going to call it their Flashdance.
I'm not calling by their real names. We got Flashdance, Twilight Girl, Frosted Flakes.
Yeah. Then there's just Dewey.
Yeah. That's a... Let's put a 24 by 36 photo of your uncle looking very nerdy, I might add. It's huge. That's a huge photo. It's great. I love it. One thing they're doing very well, though, which you want to do when you are doing a film that is bringing, you know, that plays in nostalgia, you definitely feel the past movies, you know, you feel it because they're acknowledging it. They're talking about it, you know. Yeah, it's a, you know, they're doing that very well. You know, connecting the dots, making it feel like it's part of the one long lineage. I don't mean in terms of, you know, in the
no, I got you.
Film family. That's
Frosted Flakes.
Of course, Dewey's starting to regret coming there. He's like 75, and he's in a he's in a room. Everybody is like 20.
Eyebrows.
Makes perfect requel sense.
I don't know. I got lost in the dialogue of this conversation because I was too busy thinking of nicknames for these kids.
No, I got it. I get what they're, look, I get it. You know, I get what's going on. It's Scream. It's not fucking, you know, some deep seated drama. Interesting. Interesting. So because she's struggling so hard with her father's past, if she ends up being the killer, that almost feels like it's too obvious.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like now that they've gone back to that, I'm gonna retract a little bit and go, if they actually do, because it can go both ways. You can have it be her, and it's a little, and because we're seeing the things that she's struggling with, it feels almost too obvious. But then maybe it's like, yeah, because it feels too obvious, people are going to think we're not going to do it, and then we do it, and then it's like, right. Oh, you know what I mean? It could still go both ways, but man, I'm hoping they don't, because then it's kind of like, wow, that's really obvious from the get-go. I mean, not, you know, if you are good at you know, piecing sort of little things together and writing and stuff, and so is that?
So
that's her
Frosted
mother.
Flakes.
Frosted Flakes mom.
Flakes mom. Yeah.
Frosted Flakes mom. So they're keeping it in the there's a connection to everybody. Yeah. It was my dad that did it. Frosted Flakes. They're great. They're great. Right, Tony?
Oh,
yeah. No, I mean Tony the Tiger.
Oh. Yeah.
They're great. Frosted Flakes are actually really good. Terrible for you, but really good.
Frosted Flakes is about to die.
Ooh, he's getting naked. I wonder if he's going to die in the nude. They're going to hang him up. He's buck naked, showing everything.
Good old modern day Janet Leigh shower scene.
That's it. All the ladies, all the teenage girls going, woo! Maybe some guys too. Yeah. Judy Hicks, is that her name?
Think so.
Yeah. Nice to see her back. I liked her in the fourth movie. I thought she was kind of fun and quirky.
Yeah, she was good. She played good off of David Arquette.
Yeah. Agreed. You shouldn't be doing that while you're driving. You should be talk texting. How could you do that? That's so far away. I can't even see that. Ooh, woo! Whoop, 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 woo! Fuck you. Just got to get back to her baby. Come on, pick up, Frosted Flakes. I need units. We're on it. We're on it. Whoop, 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 whoop.
There it is, the Psycho reference.
Ever seen Psycho? No. Oh.
I have not. What if she did answer? No, I have not. He would be like, well.
Have you ever taken a shower? Frosted Flakes about to get soggy. Wah, wah, wah. Come on, Judy. Get home before your little boy gets killed.
So the only one who's died so far is the kid from Smallville, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yep, because Ortega survived.
What's her name? She survived, so yeah.
Yep.
Oh!
Ooh, no, not Judy Hicks. Ah, not Sheriff Hicks. She is expendable, though. She's a beloved character from the fourth movie, but she is expendable in this.
God damn.
In this sense, going down.
That's a passionate kill.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Right in broad daylight.
Nobody sees it.
Nobody sees it. Well, maybe not. Maybe nobody's out. Oh, that's a good dead face. That's a good dead face. I like that dead face. Playing dead is hard. It's harder than you think, folks. And that's really, a good dead face. That's a good dead face. Well, Frosted, your mom is toast. I think Frosted's going to get it here, too.
Yeah, same.
He's done. It ain't Tony the Tiger behind that door, babe. Oh, I thought he was naked for a minute. Should have been. Walking around in the nude. I've seen this actor before, too, in a few films. Excuse me. So is the mother just lying on the in the front yard?
She did.
Yeah, but I wonder if is she just lying there on the front yard? No, probably not.
I will say so far, and we're what? 50 minutes in with an hour to go. Definitely OG original Scream vibes with this. And that's what I like about it so far.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It feels do you remember at the beginning of the show?
Pacing's good. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The build up here to this kid's kill is good. I like what they're doing.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of the opening the door and waiting for the thing.
Ghostface to pop up and he's not there.
Like 4 times they've done that now. Yeah, at the beginning of the show today, I said that, you know, if I get a feeling that I'm going to watch and go, yeah, it's a Scream movie, and that's not bad. It's not necessarily going to reinvent the wheel or the genre or even the series. but it probably is what it needs to be.
There's only so much you can do with Scream if you want to stay within the formula of what Scream is, right?
Right.
It's hard to reinvent something like this and call it Scream because you know the foundation of it is the phone calls,
which is what makes it interesting. I don't know what they're going to do with 6, because it's like, I mean, Jesus, is it going to be more of the same? Or how many times can we watch? Well, how many times can we watch? A lot of people can watch the same shit over and over again. What am I saying?
With the exception of so far, if this kid gets it in this, then this will be a kill without a phone call being initiated to the kid if he dies here. So that's sort of thinking outside the box.
Have all other kills and all other Scream movies had a phone call right before it, though? Like every single one? I don't know.
Probably not. I mean, I have to watch the movie again. Yeah. And you're right. I'm not saying it's, but it's the MO of Ghostface.
Yeah. But good suspense, though, right? I mean, they're leading up, and I figured that was going to happen eventually. Yeah. He's reaching for it.
You got to do some push-up, kid.
So whoever this is, now again, I'm not saying that a woman cannot be incredibly strong. Ooh, yeah.
True. I mean, I will say this: if it is one of the girls, man, then she's
packing some biceps,
some serious roid rage because she's overpowering.
Yeah, a guy that.
So if it turns out to be one of the girls. I will say I will have a hard, and it sounds sexist to say I get it, but
no, it doesn't. People have to instill
the girls who they've selected as the actress in this movie. I don't get the vibes that they could overpower like that.
Right. And it's not sexist. Right. No, exactly. And people need to understand, instill some nuance biologically, generally speaking. Obviously, there are women out there that could kick the crap out of me, of course, but generally speaking, men, their makeup, they are stronger generally than women for biological reasons, evolutionary reasons. And so when you see a young, strong kid like that, and the women, as you say, it's not that maybe not, but to your point, I agree with you, is that if he's having that much trouble, that like he was overpowered like that.
He was totally overpowered.
There wasn't even an issue. It was one and done.
And none of those girls there's no way that they would overpower.
Right. Now I can suspend my disbelief if it is and go, oh, okay, all right, okay, fair. But it is something that if I was writing the story and I was creating the film, it is something I'd be aware of. Because, you got to think about those things. Yeah. I mean, maybe it would be more believable if he got the upper hand, but she outwitted him somehow, right? And then something happened and she got the upper hand. But a one-on-one physical confrontation, generally speaking, depending on the man and the woman, the man will usually
someone where you're going to
overpower.
drive the knife into the person like that,
right?
That's some strength.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely, for sure.
Look, I'm not saying if I was throwing down with Gina Carano that she wouldn't fucking
of course
do some damage, but that's like an MMA fighter. Well, you know what I mean?
Of course. Well, that's where the nuance comes in, right? We're talking generally speaking, which means just your average girl, your average guy. You know what I mean? In like average young teenage guy, average young teenage girl, which is what we're seeing here on screen, right? Yeah. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about, I mean, Jesus, if it was Gina Carano, I'd be like, I'd be cowering in the corner for my life.
If it was Gina Carano, I'd be like, do what you want to do. Go for it.
I'm going to kill you.
Go for it. I'm going to go out with a smile.
That's right.
Just as long as you're riding me on top as you're stabbing.
Oh my God, Tony. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. It wasn't sexist, and now it's become. But you know what, though? I do like seeing these two characters on screen again, right? That's a constant. That's a throwback. That's nostalgia. It's nice to see them, looking into each other's eyes, secretly in their heads thinking,
it's been
I'm so glad I divorced you.
10 years, 11 years since we've seen them together on screen, in a Scream movie.
Yeah. But right now, in their heads, they're going, this is just for the movie. I'm so glad I divorced you. They didn't have kids, right? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, good performances. Nostalgia. I like it. Mm-hmm.
And I will say the one positive thing, which I wasn't sure how I was going to feel, not a whole lot of screen time with the legacy characters, and I don't feel like I'm missing them, which is good.
Right.
I wasn't sure how I was going to feel, but this young cast, they're doing good. I'm not missing Sydney. I'm not missing, you know what I mean? I'm not missing Dewey and Gail and whatnot.
I believe, I could be incorrect on this, but I think the guy doing the flame throwing in the Stab movie, the actual actor, I think is Matthew Lillard. I think. Yeah. Okay. Now, he's not supposed to be Stu in the movie, but I think it was just kind of like a fun little thing. I could be wrong on that. Chat room, let me know if I am wrong on that. Maybe I've got something incorrect, but I thought I heard that, which is kind of funky. What are you waiting for? Drive, bitch, drive. That's what he says. Like, oh, calm down. Like, Jesus. The Primetime Podcast says it is. Entertainment Wizard says, yes, Dave, it is. Well, there you go. Yeah, so that's kind of fun. How old is this Ortega girl? She looks very young. She also it doesn't look like she's got...
Yeah, she looks like she could easily be a teenager, but she's probably
she's 19.
Early 19. Yeah,
she's 19, so that makes sense. Yeah. She was probably like 18 here. Yeah, she looks very young. I think she's got a bright future because I hear a lot of good buzz around
little Laurie Strode callback there from Halloween 2.
There was?
Hurt leg. The hurt leg.
Oh, I don't think that necessarily was a...
Well, with how meta Scream is, I wouldn't be surprised. That's where they were going.
I think it'd be more if, ooh, the power goes out, young child.
They're saying there was a Kirby reference and I missed it. Really? Kirby? Hayden? Oh, yeah. All day with her.
Zzz, zzz. The phone is ringing.
In the Scream franchise, Kirby's like second in line.
She's got to be dreaming because there's literally, I hope she isn't, the old dream cliche.
Oh, would it be awesome if it was a dream and Freddy just kind of popped out?
Yes. And it's Robert it's Freddy from part 6. And he's like, great.
And he's graphics. Like silhouetted in the background.
Yep. And he's like, power glove.
And then she looks at him like, wrong movie.
Man.
That'd been great.
I know. Ooh, get out of there, girl. Let's turn this up a little bit. Oh, no. Okay. I hope she survives. I like this Jenna Ortega. I don't know. There's something about her I like.
She's got a Laurie Strode, Sidney Prescott, vibe to her.
Yeah, I guess so. I actually
probably more on the Laurie side. Not how Laurie's portrayed now, but how Laurie was originally portrayed.
I actually would like to see this character survive and go into the next movie as sort of like a final girl.
For sure. Passing of the torch from Sydney to her.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
I'd be okay with that.
Mm-hmm. She's fighting here. They're giving her, I mean, she's trying to hide, I mean.
Didn't Laurie pick up a phone in a room and try to call in Halloween 2 in the hospital?
Did. But she fell unconscious because of the medication.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, Joshua Jackson goes down. Dave, that's not Joshua Jackson. No, I know. We have nicknames for all these actors.
We've renamed.
Yeah, he looks like a Joshua Jackson type. Oh,
See what I mean? How Ghostface is overpowering like that?
Overpowering.
Again, I'm not saying it to be mean, but if it's a chick.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I'm going to be like, okay.
It's valid.
Okay.
It's valid criticism, although a lot of people can overlook it because it's a movie, but it's valid nitpick, I guess. There's nothing sexist about it.
I'm going to say, I like that shot of Ghostface coming out.
It's a great shot.
I do like that.
It's a great shot. Ooh. Come on. Yeah, I want her to survive. I don't want her to die. I hope she doesn't. That's going to suck.
What did Ghostface turn on there? I know it was the voice thing, but did you see that?
The phone? He turned on the speaker?
This is actually a good scene. It's well filmed. I like it.
Yeah, because he could easily. No. Oh. Come on, she's trying to get to the elevator. She can't do it. The old crawling, help me.
Right. The shape stocks.
Or it's like in Halloween 2, right? In the hospital when she's trying to get to the door. Come on, girl. You got to have more strength. I would have given her a little more strength. Maybe just you know. Oh, no. Ding. Yes. I figured that was going to happen because we've seen Dewey in the hospital in the trailers. So I figured he was going to come to her rescue. Ooh, Joshua Jackson's still alive. Oh, come on now. That's a strong Ghostface.
For real strong Ghostface.
Yep. There it is. Come on. Ooh. Oh, the headbutt. I love the headbutt. Okay, now if this Ghostface is not wearing a bulletproof vest, that was point blank right in the chest. It was right in the chest. And they're going to look back and he's going to be gone. The old looking back and he's gone routine. No, see, you got to shoot him in the head or they'll always come back. That's it. Dewey's going down. He's going down. It's over. It is all over.
Dewey and his 6-shooter.
Yep. That's it. Long live the Dew Man. Long live the Dew Man. Oh, I thought for a minute there, I thought Ghostface stabbed him in the balls. I'm not kidding. Oh, it's over. It's over. Dewey is down. Yes. At least they had the balls to kill Dewey. Yeah. Somebody had to go. Bite down on those blood capsules. Come on, David. Bite him harder. It's an honor. He's done. Now, who is this Ghostface?
Somebody on steroids.
Well,
for sure.
But maybe it's... Oh, yeah, the two guys. One guy is dead. Frosted Flakes is dead. Unless there's two... Well, there's probably two Ghostfaces. Maybe there's 5 Ghostfaces. That'd be awesome. Somebody we don't even know. They pull like a Friday the 13th part 1. It's like, oh, it's Billy Loomis's grandmother. Ooh. It's over, Gail.
He did.
He dead, Gail. He dead. You see? But it's good though, from a narrative standpoint. Again, it's not that characters die, it's how they die and what it means to the overarching story and how it affects the other legacy characters and this guy. And sometimes films do it right, and sometimes films do it wrong.
Depending on the reveal at the end.
Right. But I just mean, like, sometimes it can have meaning and weight and bottom to it, and sometimes not. Sometimes it can feel flat and like you're just killing the character for the sake of killing the character. But if you can kill a legacy character, even somebody like, you know, a Sydney or you know, a Laurie Strode or a Nancy Thompson. I mean, it's not that they die, it's how they die and what it means. Sometimes the best ways to do it is to have them go out. A safe way to do it is to have them go out sacrificing themselves for somebody else or whatever. Generally, that kind of gets the audience on your side if you're going to do that, but it was fine. You know, in the context of a Scream film, his death was very Scream. So, you know, it worked.
Pause your movie.
Pause my movie?
Yeah, because my Apple crashed on me here.
Oh, no. Okay, we've paused, folks. I'm paused at 1 hour and 7 minutes and 56 seconds. So we've just paused. Okay. Tony's having some...
technical problems here.
Some technical problems.
Okay, where are you at?
Oh, I'm at 1 hour and 7 minutes and 56 seconds.
All right, I'm at 36 seconds. 39, 40.
Yeah, 1 hour and 7 minutes and 56.
45, 47, 50.
Okay.
51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Go.
Go. Done.
All right. That was weird. It just like crashed on me for a second. Having a lot of tech problems tonight.
Yeah. There she is. Nev. Sydney.
Nev.
I heard the news. I'm so sorry. Hug it out. Hug it out.
I mean, it would have been cool to see maybe Dewey get it at the end in kind of a heroic way, saving Gail or something.
Oh, I see. But yeah, because technically we didn't see the three of them together.
Yeah, it's kind of a missed opportunity of not seeing all three of them together on screen.
Yeah.
Star Wars is very familiar with that.
I think yeah, true. It feels a little different here though, because the last movie was only, say, 10 years ago. Obviously, I know it's 11 years ago, but yeah. Whereas when it got to Star Wars, it was like 32 years. So it was much longer and you could really feel that gap. I do feel like I've seen them recently together, but I do agree with you. I think it would have been nice to have them on screen together. So funny. Ortega looks younger here than she did at the beginning of the movie.
All depends on when they film these scenes. You know what I mean? What sequences?
I think it's just the lighting and what they've done here, which I like, is that obviously there would be some makeup on her for the cameras, but it doesn't look like she's wearing any heavy eyeliner, any heavy sort of eyeshadow or fake eyeliner. Like she looks very natural, and you would be if you were in a hospital. You wouldn't be sitting there putting on makeup. So that is probably why. And she's got a youthful look to her anyway. No, you don't. You're a traitor. Oh, I hope, you know what? If she is one of the ghost faces or Ghostface, I hope she doesn't kill her sister. I want Ortega to survive and be in the next movie.
You're loving this girl.
I would cast it. Well, there's a vibe, there's an essence, there's something about her I like.
New
as an actress, as a character. Well, I'm just saying, I would hire her like that. Get her on, let's go. She's got a look. She's got a nice presence, really good actor. Joshua Jackson. Ooh. No, it's not. It was like 30 years ago.
Like 30 years ago. I never slept with him, so,
Yeah.
you know.
So I kind of...
No, wait, she did sleep with him. I forgot. Right, that was that whole payoff at the end there.
Okay, so if they're sisters, was Loomis... Did he have a kid when he was dating her then? Must have.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
That was already said. How come you're not paying?
Shut up!
Nanda.
That's what I hear. Like the Charlie Brown teachers. It's funny. Yeah, that's right. Sam's got some attitude here. Starting to show some attitude. Starting to show the tude. I'm saying, I don't think she's all sweet, nice, and cozy. Just saying. Just showing a little bit of attitude. Why does he have to say fuck? Let's get the fuck out of here. It was, hey, we need this to have an R rating. Could you just say fuck in this scene? Let's get the fuck out of here. We just need one more F-bomb. Ooh. The quick turn.
Turn and look for like 5 seconds.
Fascinating. She does seem tough. Hey, maybe it is her. Maybe she's got some fucking guns that we don't know about. She's tough. Gale seems to have recovered from Dewey's death pretty quick. But then again, their characters weren't together though, right?
No.
They hadn't been together in years. I don't even think they were together in Scream 4. Were they?
I don't remember. It's been a minute since I've watched that.
It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while.
I think they weren't, but they kind of got back together towards the end.
Okay.
Scream 4.
Gotcha.
Something like that.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that's my only complaint. I would have been cool to have all three of them on screen. I'm okay with them pulling the trigger on Dewey's, character. Because I mean, again, like if Dewey and Gale and Sydney had survived, it'd been like, okay, so we're basically just repeating the same thing. Yeah, that we've seen in the last 4 films. That the 3 legacy characters are going to live, and all right,
and I said that too in videos leading up to the release of the movie. I mean, over the last year or so, I said that one of the legacy characters has got to go. I said I would be okay if it was Sydney, because again, it's not that she dies, it's how she dies. And obviously she would have to go out in maybe a bit more of a blaze of glory than over somebody like Dewey. But I think out of the 3 legacy characters, Dewey is the most expendable. And because one of my ideas was Dewey dies in the opening of the film, and it's his death that lures Gale and Sydney back to Woodsboro. That was one of my ideas a long time ago. So I was always for Dewey being the sort of logical choice, because out of the 3, he's the most expendable. So it doesn't surprise me that they did that. It makes sense. And they pulled the trigger, which is good to see.
Yeah. Oh, they were married in Scream 4. Oh, wow.
Oh, were they?
Shit.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, it's been a minute since I watched that movie.
Yep. Mayonnaise and pickles. Flashdance.
Flashdance in Twilight.
Mindy and Twilight.
It's Flashdance in Twilight.
One of these two, I think.
She looks like one of the girls who became a vampire, and she wasn't there very long. Like she got turned, but she didn't fight. But then the bad guys who were the head vampires ended up killing her or some shit. She kind of reminds me of that girl.
I think one of these two, You know what? I don't know. I think there's 2 ghost faces in this movie, and I think one of these 2 is them.
Did she just say I am?
No, she's not.
Oh, shit. I was going to say, damn, Flashdance.
Yeah. Flashdance, Twilight. Flashdance and Twilight. Women are so catty like this. Guys wouldn't do this.
No,
guys don't do this. Women are very catty like this. Oh yeah, bitch.
They're vicious.
They're vicious.
Now I'm saying
women are vicious.
Women can totally be badass serial killers.
100%.
The way it's being depicted in this movie, I got a feeling I know where we're going with it, and that's where I'm going to be extremely disappointed because I just don't buy.
Well, maybe
a
not.
Girl having that type of strength and overpowering.
But there's only one guy left, and it's Joshua. It's Joshua Jackson.
No, it's this. It's this dude too.
Dude. Oh yeah. I forgot about him. We haven't seen much of these 2. Actually.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of doing the deduction here, and I'm like, I got a feeling I know where we're going, and I'm just like, the way Dewey gets overpowered before he even dies, they wrestle in the hospital,
and this guy gets chased. If he puts a Letterman jacket on, isn't he in the trailer getting chased in the backyard?
I think so.
So it's probably not him. And her, I mean, I've hardly seen her. I'm kind of
like, I see where it's already going based on just by simple deduction. And that's where I'm going to be like, I just don't buy it. I'm not someone with that type of strength, superhuman strength. And especially if it's supposed to be a teenage girl, a scrawny teenage girl. You know what I mean? We're not talking like China from the WWF days.
Yeah.
/E.
Yeah. Rest in peace. She passed away a number of years ago. I think she did, right? Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wait. I was like, wait a second. Are we watching the original now?
I was just going to say, what?
For a split second, I was like, whoa, we're going really meta.
It's the recording.
I know.
Yeah,
I
just got that. Because I thought the same thing.
No, it's not the recording. It's Stab. It's...
Oh, Stab. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was part of the news.
In the Stab movie, they recreated the Randy parties, not Randy, Stu's house party scene. But for a split second, I was like, wait, what the fuck?
I did too.
Totally.
I did too. I was like, oh, come on. I'll be right back. Yeah, see, he's got the Letterman jacket. Yeah, so he's the guy that gets attacked in the backyard or whatever. Who's that girl?
I understand, Cody, that Sydney's cousin or whatever was the killer, but she wasn't overpowering the people the way she killed them. She would injure them ahead of time, which would weaken them and then proceed to overpower them. The way they're portraying this in this movie is she's already overpowering these kills. And I'm just not fucking buying that shit. That's fucking dumb as fuck.
Yeah. And
if it turns out to be that, that's a dumb fucking move.
Well, I just hope our
audience... Rory Culkin also was the killer. I forget that too.
I hope our audience who's watching live and watches after the fact, again, instills some nuance. It means it doesn't mean that there are not capable, strong women out there that can kick the crap out of me and Tony.
Literally like going like this and overpowering that kid to stab him in the neck.
No, I understand. I'm going to finish by saying that I just, you have to say these things now because everybody is black and white, 10 out of 10, 0, up and down. There's no nuance. So it's hopefully people will understand what we're saying is that it's not that there aren't women that aren't capable of doing that. Of course there are. But what they've presented on screen so far, I don't know if I believe that yet, that one of these women, unless they told us that one of these women was a martial artist or, something to that degree or, what have you, I'm not sure. But again,
see, like this, he gets stabbed in the leg. Now I'm assuming this kid is some type of athlete. He's injured already. So, okay. I believe now if it's a female killer, I would believe that she would have the advantage because she got him in the leg. It's weakened him.
Yeah.
And she can go and do her stuff. Everything they've done up to this point, prior to that, I'm going to be like, yeah, no, that was fucking stupid. And I don't believe it.
Oh, yeah. We shall see what's going to happen. Turns out to be Dame Edna. Oh, I like that. I like that detail about trying to open his phone and the blood from his hands onto the bright screen. I like that. It's small. Not a lot of people probably care about that, but I like that. That's totally something I would have had if I was making this movie. It's a nice visual. I like that. We don't have a nickname for this guy. Just call him Athlete.
No, he looks like Obama's kid, so we'll just call him Obama Jr.
Obama? Yeah, I guess. Oh, yeah, see? That was in the trailer, yeah. Oh, and down he goes. Vicious. Yeah. Ooh, there's a light. It's Sydney. I bet you it's Sydney and Gale. Maybe he'll survive. Oh, no, it's Joshua Jackson.
Yeah, see, that wasn't an overpowering kill. That was, he's trying to get away, and he's limping because he's severely hurt in the leg, and then she gets him in the back, gets him on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
She's not overpowering him. Okay, where she was overpowering David Arquette in the hospital before she stabs him.
Okay, Ortega here, Sam, is like a death waiting to happen. I mean, she's so vulnerable. It's like a
they're bringing her to this party.
I know. It's like a deer out in the woods with a limp.
An intentional setup.
But it's like I mean, if I was a tiger and I was in the woods and I saw a limping prey, I'd be like, yeah, you're going down.
It's usually why lions, basically any dominating species, predator, they tend to go after the weakest link.
Mm-hmm. Gen Z. Is that what's after millennial? Did he
really say Gen Z?
He did. I guess that's what's after millennial is Gen Z.
Something like that, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, they're asking everybody to get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. So somebody at the party was Ghostface. Who was at that party?
I think we got some lesbian action. Yep, we do.
I was right from the beginning of the movie. Remember when I said I don't think she likes men?
That's okay. I'm all for it.
Perfectly fine.
Absolutely.
Joshua, go home. So, by deduction, yeah, I'm not sure. Don't really know. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, there's her. Oh, that's her brother. So Athlete was Flashdance brother.
Okay. All right.
I think. Yep. I think, anyway.
Yeah, I think you're right. They actually kind of look like twins.
A little bit.
In the eyes.
Yep. Yep. Oh, it's the same girl. Are you afraid of me, Mindy? You think I did something to your brother? You think I'm gonna cut you up? A little bit now, yeah. Well, that's not the twist. She can't be the killer now. You can't introduce exposition like that and then actually make her the killer. Not exposition, I mean dialogue. It's not really exposition, really. It is, but it's not. Yeah, she's pretty psycho. Yeah, folks, we do see your super chats coming in. We will get to them after the film is done. So again, if you'd like your question guaranteed an answer, super chat's the way to go. You don't have to. I just, if you definitely want it answered, that's the way to do it. Look at the house.
Yeah, it's Stu's house from the original.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. Of course she's going to die like that.
Of course.
What the fuck?
Of course.
Ay vey.
Flash dance is going down. Flash dance is done. Well, he's taking a long time. Maybe not. Maybe Joshua Jackson's going to. Ooh. Oh, well, we know it wasn't her. Like I said, maybe there's two. I don't know. One guy, one girl. That's what it is. It's Joshua. It's Joshua Jackson. I'm calling it right now. The guy is Joshua Jackson. The girl is Sam. Not Sam. Eyebrows here. Probably way off. Watch it. Yeah, it's Sam. The whole movie, it's Jenna Ortega. Ghostface is limping around with crutches. Gee, I wonder who it is. There's a lot of F-bombs here. No, I believe that she isn't. I believe she actually found Chad. Oh!
I knew it.
Oh!
I knew
it. Did I not say earlier? I said she looks like she wants to kill somebody. Did I not say that? I totally said that. Chat room can back me up on that. Did I not say that Twilight girl here? I said to her, I said she looks like she wants to kill somebody. Now she might not be Ghostface though. She might not be one of the Ghostface. Maybe she was packing because she was worried about being killed.
Joshua Jackson reveals himself as one of the Ghostface, I could believe it then for some of the kills. Mm-hmm. But if I'm supposed to believe she single-handedly did it, yeah, no.
Yeah, no,
but no fucking way am I gonna buy that little scrawny girl overpowered everyone like that.
I'm just saying that she may not. I said she looks like she wants to kill somebody is what I said. She has this cowl on her face. She has this look. But the gun, she might not be a ghost face. She might have had that gun because she was afraid.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta see who the second, because there's always two.
But she actually pulls out the gun and shoots her in the head, which obviously is what you're supposed to do. Here they go. Here come the OGs. Oh, what's going on here? Oh yeah, it's her. Oh, Gail! Get rid of her. Let Gail die. Die, Gail, die. That'd be a shitty way for Gail to go. I will say that. She should go a bit of a different way, but I think she'll survive this. Go in, Sydney. Again, fans of the original, that shot there, it's probably on a jib, pulling up a little bit. We see it, Sorry, I didn't finish my thought. They're playing into the nostalgia here because I don't think, was Stu's house ever seen again after the first movie? I don't think it was. No. So again, you are really, OG fans. Oh my God, it's the equivalent of Lori walking up to the Myers house, Nancy walking up to the Elm Street house. To a degree, it's that old school. The closet where her father came out is there on the left. I think.
I do feel that Stu's house, missed opportunity to bring it back in like Scream 4. That would have been a good opportunity to bring it, it back.
Yeah.
with how obsessed Sydney's cousin was with the whole thing. I could totally see her like being that obsessed that she would live in the house. Yeah. I always thought that. I always thought like it was such a great house in the original film that they never brought it back.
Right. Why is she taped up? You know what I think? Instead of killed, it's because it's her sister. Because it's her sister. She doesn't want to kill her sister. She doesn't want to kill her sister. Oh, no. No! Don't you dare kill Sam.
Man,
she's got to go on. But that's weakness. She tied her sister up instead of killing her, because why wouldn't she just kill her? I'm just saying, you would think, why would Ghostface tie her up? That doesn't make any sense. And put duct tape over her face? Why would you not? You have an opportunity to strike, you strike, but it's because it's her sister, it's family. That's a weakness there. So she doesn't want to kill her sister, so she tied her up as Ghostface and then comes to her rescue pretending she doesn't know what's going on. I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm just saying I could see it. That's all I'm saying. It's an honor. Get up, Jackson. Let's go. Now, whoever this is wow. Nice cut. That was a good cut. It's kind of funny that this climax here is taking place in Stu's house again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of, live in the nostalgia, sure. Oh, no, there's Sam. Okay. So, okay. Oh!
Okay, see, now they brought me back to...
Okay, that's better.
That's better. I can buy some of the other kills now with that dude being responsible. But I will say...
Yeah.
Dewey got overpowered by that chick in the hospitals.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But
that's
only one scene.
Oh, and it's her. Okay. So there you go. Okay, there you go. So she was a ghost face. So from a certain point of view, I was right. So that makes sense then, right? So what they want you to do is when you're writing a story like this, they drop the seeds into, because what's her face here? The daughter is having flashbacks, right?
Although those talky things don't do that well, but I have two of them. They don't do it that good.
No, they don't.
The voice changers, not at all.
No, but it was smart to. Well, I'll talk about it after. We'll let the film finish. Just kill her already. But it's good that, there you go. She's going to bleed out, bitch. Bleed out.
And we're back in the kitchen.
Yeah, it kind of feels a little redundant.
It's all right.
Well, it's all right for nostalgia, but you've done this before. It's like being back on the balcony with
if I knew this was going to be the final Scream, I would be okay with it. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's not. So that's true. Yeah, they're just kind of, she's back in the kitchen. That's what this movie should have been called. Back in the Kitchen. Scream, Back in the Kitchen. Maybe she still is a ghost. Wow, you decide you'd give them some new source material, but you're standing in the kitchen,
repeating what they did in Scream 1.
But but you're standing in the kitchen.
I know the irony.
I know. I guess it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I know. It's fine.
See, did I not tell you this girl had a I want to kill somebody face?
Yeah, no, and like I said, now knowing You know what I mean?
Yes.
That he was the killer. That outside of Dewey's kill, which I'm like, okay, she overpowers Dewey, but whatever.
Yeah.
Him being the killer primarily in some of those scenes makes more sense than the girl. Sorry, that little girl, that scrawny girl, is not going to do a whole hell of a lot of overpowering.
Do you know how great it would be if Billy Loomis's daughter turns here? There's like she was faking it the whole time, and now it's like 3-on-1, and then Sam comes to the rescue with her crutch, and like hits her over the head and shit. Well, now you're just quoting the original. It's very meta. No, they mentioned Halloween again.
I was waiting for that. They mentioned Halloween again.
I know. Oh!
Sydney's been stabbed.
Sydney's been stabbed. Now, you would think that at this point you would just shoot, like, this is the point when all villains, they take too long explaining what their maniacal plan was, that if all villains would just get to the point and shoot the good guys in the head,
then it would be done.
That'd be done. But there's always that moment where the villains feel they need to take 20 minutes to explain why they're so maniacal. It's like, just get it done. I'm not complaining. It's just a fun, it's, of course you have to do that. Back in the kitchen. Well, ooh. I untied her.
Looks like your girl's going to be the hero.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Of course, I'm old enough to be her father, so we probably shouldn't call her my girl.
Oh!
I was right! She was taking a crutch! See, did I not say that was going to happen? That she was going to take a crutch and beat the shit out of her? I was right. That's right. Come on! That's the way to do it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just don't kill her. Don't kill her. Oh, no. Ooh, there goes the gun. Ooh, right in the face. In the face, in the face, in the face. More action. That kitchen has seen more action than... Just trying to think of a dirty joke. Couldn't come up with one in time. Ooh. Killed my best friend. So Dewey, I guess? She was the one that killed Dewey?
Yeah.
All right. Sure.
That's my only
maybe.
But whatever. I can look past that.
Yeah. That's the thing about slashers, Sam. So many blood trails. This one's yours. Only one way to find out. Oh, this one yours? Only one way to find out. There's a question mark there. Oh, yes. Come on, Gail! So much happens in this kitchen. I don't know if this should be happening in the kitchen, but anyway. Ooh, turned on the stove. The old push her into the stove, turn on the burners accidentally routine. She's gonna go up in flames. The bullet's gonna ignite her. Oh yes, yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I told you. I told you that was gonna happen. Woo! Dance around. Do your best, Dick Warlock. That's great.
One way to pass the torch.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Pass the torch. Ooh. Fight to the death. Don't be like your father. Good. I can feel your anger. Take your father's place at my side. Sister's going to come to the rescue here with her crutch. I don't know.
You're probably right.
She's going for the old door or no, I guess now she sees her father. Looking a little older there, Billy. They did a good job, though. They did a good job at I believe it. He looks obviously a bit older, but I still buy it. Stop laughing. Oh! Oh! Oh, no! No, don't give in to the rage! No, don't give in to the rage! No, not the rage! No, no, no! Because if you give in to the rage, it's your path to the dark side.
God damn.
Damn, girl, no! Ooh, maybe, just maybe. Oh, the old neck-cutting blood thing. Ooh, that's not a good sign. That's ominous.
Is she flipping?
From
good to bad?
Or was she always, like I said from the start? Maybe there were three. I don't know. I don't know. No, shut up. Shut up. I'm just saying. Maybe she is flipping. She's got it in her.
Is there a post-credit scene?
Or maybe it's, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll ask the audience. Is there a post-credit scene? Maybe there's oh yeah, you got to shoot him in the head. Shoot him in the head. Oh, there you go.
Not anymore.
Yeah. It's kind of like, but maybe it's like a Rey from The Last Jedi or the Rise of Skywalker thing, right? Where she is one last.
What the?
Whoa! It was like Chucky from Child's Play 1. No! It
girl
can't
saves
be.
the day.
It's great. The thing is, though, is that yay! I'm glad she survived, though. I'm glad she survived. Or is she gonna kill her? Is her sister gonna stab her here? There's something I don't trust her. Oh no, okay. Whew. I don't trust her though.
Oh, Flashdance lives.
Flashdance lives. So passing of the torch will be on to Flashdance, Ortega, and
eyebrows.
That's fun. It's funny.
Oh, the boyfriend or the brother's still alive.
Ah, okay. All right.
The twin brother. Okay, so we've got a few legacy characters in the making.
Okay. All right. Nice. No. Chat room saying no, there is nothing after the credits.
Okay. I don't hate it. I like what they did with it. I like the new characters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the fence on a sequel to this, but at the same time, they wrote these character arcs really well that I wouldn't mind seeing more of it. I don't know if I would want to see Sydney and Gail. I know I'm saying that. It's like, what? But it's like, I don't know.
No, it's played out, right?
It is. I mean, it kind of like I've got 5 movies. Well, really 4.5 because Sydney really wasn't in this movie much. And the crazy part about it is I'm not disappointed. I love Nev. You know that. It's my girl.
Yeah.
It's my scream queen. But the way they did this, that's hard to do. They did a good job.
Well, I mean, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. I didn't hate the movie. I didn't love the movie. It just felt like a Scream movie. And it feels like it sits well with the other 4 films, but I don't think it's as good as some of the reviews were claiming it to be. And I don't think it's as bad as some of the reviews were claiming it to be. I think it's another Scream movie. That's basically what it is. It's another Scream movie. And that's not bad. That's not bad because it's not a disaster. Oh, wait. Right.
See, now, like, is this foreshadowing? Like, that's kind of where I'm wondering, like, are we foreshadowing with her? That's where I'd like to see it sort of go, but who knows?
Could be. Well, it's in her, right? It's in her. And that, if anything, that goes back to my original thought there at the beginning when they were alluding to her, having this reversal rate of translation. We're gonna have a similar shot, except Gail's not doing the news report. Somebody else.
I don't think that's the house though, because I know the house is in California, but
it is.
That looks like a set.
It could be. Maybe.
That's totally a set. That's totally a set.
It does look a little studio.
Yeah.
Like there's
that backdrop looks that backdrop looks that's a studio set for sure. Which
maybe for Wes.
Wes, that's cool.
Okay, so let me that's the end there. Ghostface doing this too. He did that. Okay, so these are my thoughts. Okay, so like I said, I liked the movie. I didn't think it was a bad movie. I didn't think it was an incredible movie. I don't think it's nearly as wow, holy, just the best Scream ever as these reviews. Like this, I don't believe that's too much hyperbole. Maybe if I don't know. I guess if you really were down on some of the other sequels, perhaps. I don't think it's a bad movie at all. I don't think it's nearly as bad as some people have claimed it to be. I think it is exactly what I thought it was going to be. And when I said to you that, I was joking, but I said you could call this another Scream movie, that's basically how I feel about it. It's another it's competently made, it's well acted, it's got all of the tropes that Wes and Kevin Williamson, thank you, had done, created, and it's got the Scream vibe and the flavor and the taste. It's a Scream movie, and I think that the 2 directors did a great job at doing for all intents and purposes, a tribute film to Wes and to the series, because that's what it is. It's very much.
It's definitely with the Easter eggs like Elm Street and some other references. That's totally a tribute to Wes Craven.
It's the Force Awakens of Scream. Now, the difference is that Scream 4, although not necessarily a huge box office success, most people really like that movie. I think it's one of the best in the series. So what I mean by that is that it's not like the Scream franchise was in trouble. It's not like Ghostbusters or Star Wars or Halloween or anything like that. Whereas when they created sort of almost a legacy film some years later, they had to kind of reintroduce it and really play on the nostalgia to get people back in. Like I always say, The Force Awakens, I think was the perfect Star Wars film. At that time, it was what it needed to be to get fans back on board, and it largely succeeded. It was The Last Jedi that, tanked it. And then the same with Ghostbusters Afterlife, right? Ghostbusters series, don't know what to do. So they go back to the roots. They build something on something familiar, something nostalgic, blah, blah, blah. Same with Halloween 18 and, whatever. With Scream 2022, it's a bit different because it's not like the series was in shambles or they needed to kind of oh my God, whatever. But by doing it anyway, by doing a Force Awakens, Ghostbusters Afterlife type of Scream movie, by bringing the characters back, doing some nostalgia, some Easter eggs, playing into the tropes and the vibes and all that kind of stuff, bringing Billy Loomis in there and those little kind of, daydreams and all that kind of, not daydreams, but, that kind of thing. I think it bode very well for the film. And certainly people like us, if you grew up with the franchise, if you're a big fan of the franchise, you are, and it was deliberately done, going, obviously for this purpose, you're going to glom onto that and revel in the nostalgia and all that kind of stuff. It's great. Beyond that, I just think it's fine. Like I didn't think it reinvented the franchise like the original did. Obviously, it didn't need to, by the way, it didn't need to, but I'm just saying it's not that kind of a movie. And it didn't reinvent the series either. It's just another Scream movie. And it's a very well done Scream movie. It's competently made, but I don't know where you would go. Like it makes me wonder now, and this is the risk, right? It's like Ghostbusters Afterlife. Ghostbusters Afterlife, competently made, well done, familiar, nostalgic. And then there's the after credit scene with Zedmore at the hall. See, because now it's like, where do you go from here? You can't just do another Scream movie.
You almost have to go down the road of Sam becoming Ghostface. I mean, something. You have to keep the Scream flavor there and keep the identity there a bit, but you've got to, you have to start building on it, as you said. Yeah.
Sorry.
Definitely. No, definitely. Right now, I would easily push this right into a nice number 3 slot if I were ranking the franchise. Right now, Scream 4, then this, and then 2 and 3.
Right.
I definitely enjoyed this better than Scream 2 and Scream 3.
Right.
It's still Scream 4 for me. I really love Scream 4. Like you said, it didn't do great critically in the box office.
Yeah.
But Scream 4 is definitely well received by a lot of fans because it was well done. The story of the overjealous cousin.
Right.
And of course that came out in 2011 when we were kind of just in that boom of social media. So they, played off of that a little bit as well. That's too. Right. And it was just all around great cast. But what I really like about this one, and I can totally see this movie very much growing on me, which again, I'm surprised. And I'm surprised I said this earlier, is that if they do go forward and Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox are not in it, I'm kind of okay with that because I'm really invested with these characters now. Like I said, they wrote these characters very well. The actors played them very well. And the girl that you liked there, Ortiz, whatever her name is.
Jenna Ortega. Yeah.
I could totally see them going down that sister. They're sisters, right? Sam and her.
Yes. I think so, yeah.
But like stepsisters or something, because
maybe, I don't know.
She doesn't really refer to Billy as her father, so I'm guessing maybe same mom, different
foster
dad
sister
scenario.
Yeah.
Or same mom, different dad scenario.
Yeah.
Maybe something playing off of that, where she embraces her true self and whatever. And I could see that young girl, or Jenna, I keep forgetting her name.
Jenna Ortega.
Becoming the new Sydney for maybe another movie or two, or whatever. If that's what they're doing by, passing the torch on to a new generation. You've got 2 survivors with the twins there, Flashdance and her brother, the athlete. So, didn't see much time with him, the athlete, and what screen time we got with Flashdance, the girl that I was crushing on, who turned out to be gay, but that's okay. I have no problem watching. No, the screen time she had was really good. You know what I mean? Very Randy-like character.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it was. It was just, they wrote the characters very well. And the actors made the characters their own while sort of giving a tribute to the original film. Like I said, with Flashdance and Randy, seeing that parallel there. I was kind of surprised at that. I kind of knew going into this that we weren't going to see much of the OG characters, and I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about that.
Yeah.
And I don't miss them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like I was missing them. Like I needed more because I've got 4 fucking films prior with the legacy characters and the story being all about fucking Sydney. And I think that's why I like this movie is that the focal point, it wasn't Cindy, it had nothing to do with Sydney. If Sydney wasn't even in this movie, it'd been like, all right, okay, she wasn't in it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the, like you said, the freshness that they were probably looking for. And again, there's only so much you can do to reinvent this movie, is that you made a Scream movie that wasn't centered around Sidney Prescott. And I think that's why I enjoyed it.
Well, and I think it's good to point out that, again, I don't think it's a great movie. I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it's a good Scream movie, and take that how you will. I mean, they didn't totally, it's not a disaster. Whenever you are doing, it's the first sequel without Wes Craven, so there's that, right? It's a sequel that is the first Scream movie 11 years after the last one, and it's only the second in the last 20 years. So, I mean, it wasn't as Donald Trump would say, total disaster. It's a total, absolutely total disaster. Okay. It wasn't a total disaster, and I think in that respect, you can walk out going, yeah, it's fine. It was a Scream movie. I just think that some of the early reviews that I saw, I think maybe were just a bit hyperbolic. I don't think, it's incredible, the bloodiest. I didn't think it was bloodier than 4. And
it wasn't darker. Remember everyone kept saying this was going to be darker. Like, now I will say some of the kills were definitely more like aggressive.
Sure,
I would say not darker, but more aggressive.
Yeah.
But definitely. I don't know. I kept hearing this stuff like, oh, this is going to be a much darker tone. Like, I didn't feel that it was darker, just aggressive.
Yeah.
Like,
and
Ghostface had some anger issues.
That's right. And I liked, again, earlier in the movie when she was having that sort of that vision, that's what I was trying to say, the vision of her father. And then she gets chased around the cafeteria or the lunchroom or whatever it was. Yeah. I remember thinking, they might be there. There's 2 ways you can go about it. You can, and it was the way that, like, once they brought it the second time, once she saw him in the rearview mirror of her car, I thought, okay, now I'm starting to lean towards it. It isn't her, that she's not involved, at least not yet, maybe, because that is usually, I'm not gonna say it was done for this reason, but it makes sense of why some people would look to her, because it's in the family. You have somebody like her father is like being Emperor Palpatine. Do it. You know what I mean? Like, like he's almost like this vision, this sort of in her that she feels that, it kind of feels that way. Like it's your destiny kind of thing. Right. So it did feel a little on the nose. And I even said that. I said, if they do this, that's going to be very on the nose.
Well, let me ask you then, if now they decided to go down that road for the sequel, would you be okay with it? With Sam being the killer, again, embracing her evilness or whatever.
Again, it's all in the execution, but I think there's an opportunity here for Sam to be, despite what you thought of The Rise of Skywalker, and I mean you as in everybody out there.
I got you.
Despite what you think of The Rise of Skywalker, I, for one, really did like the fact that Rey was the granddaughter of Emperor Palpatine, and she chose not to go that route. So, some people have always wanted to see what was known as the Gray Jedi. Right. And I'm going to get to the point. I'm going to get to my point. I'm going around here because I'm trying to make a point here. I'm trying to connect this so it makes sense. And
Dave, you always connected to Star Wars.
No. They're going to say, Dave, you're so verbose. Just get to the point.
Something like that.
Something like that. But the point I'm making is that now, as far as I know, and I'm not big on the expanded universe of Star Wars. I know nothing about it. But from my understanding, the Gray Jedi the Gray Jedi isn't even a term, I think, that appears in the expanded
it's in the universe. Legends book.
Well, I think the idea of what a Gray Jedi is there, but I don't think the term, the actual words Gray Jedi are in any books or anything. As far as I know, maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, so what is a Gray Jedi essentially? Well, it's somebody, from my knowledge, that has both dark and light in them, that they are the true balance, right? That they could tap into the darkness if they wanted to, but generally they tap into it to either be one step ahead of the enemies. They know, I mean, to be able to tap into the darkness like Rey could, I mean, she's an asset. If she chooses to be a good guy, she's a huge asset because she's able to kind of, tap into that and know what her enemies might be doing, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So if you take it to, not Sam, because Sam is Ortega, but eyebrows there, the daughter of Loomis,
what was the daughter's Loomis name? Sam, right?
No,
Sam was Ortega.
Sam was Ortega.
Okay, so reverse what I said then. I'm sorry. I thought Sam was eyebrows. Loomis's daughter, what was her character's name?
Loomis's daughter was Sam. It was Sam.
Right. Okay.
Tara, I kept saying Sam was Ortega's character. It was Tara was Ortega's character.
Okay, so never mind. I did ask the right question.
Yeah, I did.
With regards to Sam's arc in the next film.
Yeah, and I think a few times throughout the movie I referred to Ortega as Sam. Obviously, I meant Tara. So with Sam, clearly she has shown, I mean, the viciousness that she attacked, Joshua Jackson boy there was, that was vicious and scary and ominous. And potentially, very foreshadowing to sort of the power.
Right. That's what I was feeling there. Right. I was like,
however,
this chick got some issues.
However, there's two ways you can go about it. You could definitely have her go down that path, or you could do the Rey from the Rise of Skywalker thing, where she clearly has the follow me, people, follow me. She clearly has
you gotta go down the dark path.
But no, she clearly has the power in her. But what if she was able to use that for good, right? She's able to, so when a ghost face pops up, she's like, she knows kind of, I don't know, she's just, she knows what to do, or she knows what's happening, or she's one step ahead of the enemy. She's an asset. And maybe she still gets killed. Maybe she gets killed. She loses her life, which then sends everybody into like, oh my God, what the hell are we going to do? I think to make her bad is maybe a little too predictable, although it does seem logical to do that. I'd be open for it. I mean, again, it's all in the execution. It's all in the execution. But certainly she has viciousness in her. Her father is still in her. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Scream 6. I just hope Scream 6, if it's competently made and it's fine, okay, fine. But I hope Scream 6 is a little more than just another Scream movie. Because I think you have to do that now.
Well, how about, like I said, when Frosted Flakes died there, pulling back. Now I understand Ghostface's signature is the whole phone conversation and whatnot. But what about pulling back on that? You know what I mean? Like not making it so, setting, the phone call setting up to the kill, but making, which really leaves the audience wondering who the fuck is it? Because you don't really hear much from Ghostface. I'm not saying do away with it entirely because it's his signature, but maybe not so, because like you said, otherwise it will be just another Scream movie.
Right.
And you're just recycling the same stuff. How do you reinvent a character?
Well, that's
the way you the way you reinvent it is you got to try some new things and maybe make Ghostface not so what we're used to seeing. Yeah. And maybe even go darker with the character.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe it's important that for the future of Scream, if you want Scream movies to go on and on for a bit here, it is important that they, you don't ever lose the identity of Scream. You certainly don't want to do that. And part of the identity is the meta, poking fun at the horror genre and where it is at that time, obviously. I don't know how many more Scream movies you can get out of the current state of horror movies, but certainly that's a big part of it. But it has to evolve, or you're just, again, making the same movie over and over again.
You're recycling. Look, I get it. You and I both know if they continue to make 50 Halloweens, people are going to go see it.
People are going to go see it.
And complain about how they suck.
That's it. Well, and it can only go on for so long. And I don't know how I feel yet about going back to to Stu's house and into the kitchen, all that kind of stuff. That's a pure.
It was all right.
No, it was fine. Sure, it was fine, but that I don't think it was necessarily necessary. Although when you think of the story as a whole, it does make sense. It is logical for what these kids were doing. I understand that. I do. But you know, you don't want to. It's been done now, and certainly, I think. I don't know. I mean, I'm not the biggest Scream franchise fan, so I get it. Couldn't care less if they made another one. I think this is a nice film that you could just end it all on and just leave it there.
Definitely. I mean, everything comes full circle. The ending shot of the original, the ending shot of this one. It's all
exactly. But when I look at Nev and when I look at Courtney Cox, and this has nothing to do with their ages. Okay, I'm talking about the characters now. Okay, because I know this kind of thing is sensitive when I make this remark in regards to women, but I'm not talking about the way they look physically. I'm talking about the characters, okay? The characters look and feel tired. And I think that I sit back and I think, is Scream 6 going to have them in it again? You know,
well, that's why I said
like, are they coming back?
I get what you're saying now.
Like, yes, I mean, it's a little tired.
You're not saying tired in the sense like they physically. It's just
no.
It's just we're kind of at the end of the line with their character.
Yeah, it's the writing, right?
It's like time to move on to the next chapter.
It's the writing. There's not that it was bad writing. I mean, there's only so many ways and so many times you can go, hello. Sydney. I mean, it's like Sydney needs now like a ghost face sign in the sky like Batman, and she's got to go to Woodsboro. I mean, how many more times is she going to go to Woodsboro until her husband says, "Honey, you owe them nothing. Stay here." Okay.
My one only complaint. I only have one really complaint about this movie is killing Arquette in the hospital rather than waiting to pull that in the house and having the three reunite, having something a little bit more epic for Dewey's character to have that kind of moment. I would have sat around in the creative room and said, look, let's really think about this because Star Wars fucked it up with Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher. And we'll never get that again on screen with those three. If we're going to kill Dewey, again, I'm totally on board with that. The idea of killing the legacy character, I would have been like, don't you think maybe the audience would appreciate, and I get that some people are like, well, they got 4 other movies. I get that. But because of the very little screen time we had with the legacy characters, and to me, again, I think it was enough. I'm very good with what I got with Nev in this movie and whatnot. And because they chose that direction, I would have been like, I think it would be better I really would have pushed for that in the creative room to have Dewey die at the house in some heroic way, saving Gail or some shit.
Saving
like
Gail.
That.
Yeah. That probably, again, that would have been more meaningful.
It's kind of like we talked about with Rachel saving Jamie in Halloween 5.
Sure. Anytime you can have a legacy character go out by saving another legacy character, that always makes it instantaneously more meaningful. Again, it's all in the execution, but I mean, you instantly will likely win over your audience. There's a better chance of you winning over your audience in the idea of you getting rid of the legacy character if you do it that way, because, people can kind of accept, well, they went out in a blaze of glory saving Gail and and Sydney or whatever, it's more, maybe it's Dewey in the backyard there getting killed by Ghostface instead of the twin brother, or in the house or something. I don't know. I would have flushed that idea out a little bit more, knowing like, okay, if we are going to kill Dewey and we're, there's no if and like, he is done. Yeah. I would have saved it for the house. I got you. I got you. Let's go over to the chat room and see what you guys have to say. Let's do it. First one came in 1999. Thank you very much, Rick W. No message, just supporting the channel. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Great album by Prince too. 1999.
Oh, yeah. I thought Rick W, not Rich W. James Fallon, I think it is, sends in $5, says, I don't have my glasses on, says, well, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm out of here. Hope you two enjoy the movie. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. Gary Rangel sends in $5, says, hey, Dave and Tony, hope you all enjoy the movie. This is the best Scream Legacy sequel. Got to admit, this was a better movie than Halloween Kills. That is true. This was a better movie than Halloween Kills. I will say that.
I agree with that. And you all know I liked Halloween Kills, but I agree. This was definitely a better movie than Halloween Kills. And yeah, definitely. I saw some of the comments early on about better than Chainsaw Massacre, but that's not a fair comparison. I mean, Chainsaw Massacre is, that's taboo horror. You know what I mean? Like, I don't expect that to be I have no expectations when I watch a Leatherface movie. So I don't think it's fair to compare, but yeah, as far as comparing it to Kills, look, I'm not trying to diss Texas Chainsaw.
No, I didn't think that. I'm just laughing because Texas Chainsaw was just so absurd.
That's what I expect out of
Chainsaw
Massacre film, an absurd movie.
No,
I agree with that. Kills definitely better than Kills.
Yeah,
for sure.
Vince Tarlio or Tarlo, perhaps. I don't know if I got the syllables right, but nonetheless, Vince, thanks, buddy. $5. Hey, Dave, longtime viewer, first time super chat. Ooh, well, thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoy the movie. We did. I'm a big Scream fan and saw this movie twice. Loved it both times. Yeah, well, like I said, I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't think it's another Scream movie. I enjoyed it the way that I enjoyed watching Scream 4. I think Scream 4 might actually be better, than this movie. I think I'll have to go back and watch Scream 4 again, but I think it's a better movie. I think I enjoyed 4 better. But what I'm saying is that when the movie came out, because I couldn't go to see it, for those of you that might just be tuning in, I couldn't go to see it because the theaters here were shut down. So I was watching the reviews. I was watching a lot of non-spoiler reviews, and I was
just lazy.
Right. And I was getting a general consensus. And the general consensus I got there were people naturally who think it's the greatest thing of all time, and there are people who think it's the worst thing of all time. And I was like, it's probably neither. And then I had I spoke to a few people who have seen it, who I trust, who we share similar views on, who said, yeah, it's another Scream movie. It's fine. It didn't reinvent anything. It's fine. And I was like, yeah, that's probably what I mean. And that's exactly what I thought of it.
What I will say though is, I know I joke and tease about the Ghostface photo that I created that I feel stole my idea, but I don't think so.
No.
I think there were visual creative shots with, like, I loved Ghostface stalking the girl while he was on the phone call with Ortega, Tara.
Yes.
While on the phone with Sam before Sam and Dewey show up in the elevator, like that, I thought there was that. Cool. There was the, Ghostface, that quick stab to the neck to the kid from Smallville in the parking lot there with his car and whatnot. And then standing in front of the lights. So I thought there were definitely some very cool artistic creative shots that if I were still doing horror pictures, I would take from them,
right,
and recreate shots like that, because I was impressed with that. So because in what I think about Ghostface in Scream 2 and 3, he just was there. You know what I mean? Like, there was nothing. It was just there, whereas in Scream 4 I felt Wes brought the tension back to the character, and they did that here in this movie. They're building up the suspense, like when he kills Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, it's good. I was just gonna say that.
Like 4 or 5 times you're expecting Ghostface to pop up, and I was like, okay, when's it gonna happen? Yeah. But I want a movie to have to do that from time to time. I wouldn't want to do like a scene like that like 5 or 6 times in a movie, but they did it once. It was enough, and they got away with it. So. Definitely really good execution of Ghostface in this film.
Let me see here. Got that. Real Reveal sends in $2.79, says, you guys should do a movie night on Sinister. Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
It's not bad. I actually just finally watched that because it became available it became available on Netflix a while back, and it was in my watch list. And as soon as I watched it,
a great movie.
I went and bought it. I was like, yep, I got to have that for my, digital collection of horror movies. Cause
it's a good film.
Yeah. it's good. And I like Ethan Hawke, you know.
Yeah. It's great tension, great suspense.
Yeah.
Real Reveal follows up with another 279. Says they said Scream 6 is filmed this summer in Canada. Yeah, I heard that they're shooting up here. That makes sense. You want to probably take advantage of the tax breaks. I don't know. You know what? I will check in with Bruce and see if they probably haven't gotten word yet, but it is likely, although not 100%, because there are competitors. There's a good chance that when they come up to Canada, they will go to White's to rent the gear to do it. So I will, and you don't have to shoot in Toronto, of course. They have companies across, posts across Canada. I don't know if they're going to shoot in Vancouver. I've heard maybe Vancouver, maybe Montreal, I've heard. But either way, as it gets closer to the summer, I will check in with Bruce and see if they are supplying the gear for it. Yeah, because that'd be cool. Let's see here. Vince, I think it's Terrello, maybe? Terrello. Vince, my man, sends in $5. Says, speaking of the Spider-Man meme, thoughts on No Way Home? Haven't seen it. Boy, oh boy, what a fantastic movie. Fan service with a purpose. I have not seen No Way Home, Tony, but you did and you loved it.
Yeah, saw it with my brother. Loved it. It was again, I'm not a comic book guy, with the exception of Batman stuff. And by the way, I'm not seeing the Batman this weekend, so please don't DM me. I'm gonna get to it at some point, but I can't do it this weekend for opening weekend. It is definitely a movie that I'm anticipating to see, so please don't send me any messages spoiling it for me. I know a lot of great reviews are coming in right now, which is what I pretty much felt. People are loving Pattinson's performance, which is what I've been saying since from day one.
Yep.
Twilight guy?
I know,
that's stupid. How many times are people going to get screwed over and proved wrong? It happened with Heath Ledger.
I love it.
It happened with Ben Affleck.
I love it.
I know, but it happened with Heath Ledger, happened with Ben Affleck. Now it's happened with Pattinson. There are just so many. Heath Ledger, the guy from 10 Things I Hate. I get it. Maybe I get it with Heath Ledger because it's like, but do people have to this is because people generally and to be fair, they see Pattinson, the only movie they've ever watched he's ever been in is Twilight, or they've ever heard of that he's ever been in is Twilight.
Right.
So they just associate him with Twilight. But like you and I said, 2 years ago, we said, hey, familiarize yourself with some of the independent films he's done recently. Go watch The Lighthouse.
Or Good Time.
Good Time. That's right.
Yeah.
Or Good Times or Good Time.
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 Sorry. Yeah.
There
was another one too he did not too long ago that was really good. You're right. He's totally solid. But to answer the guy's question with regards to Spider-Man, it comes out on digital in a couple of weeks, and I've already pre-ordered it. Can't wait to watch it again.
Nice.
It was, watching like my brother and everyone's reaction, it was kind of an out of body experience because I'm there just kind of enjoying the movie. These people are fucking going nuts like it's at a fucking ball game, and your team just hit the last second shot when a couple of key actors show. Well, I guess it's not a spoiler, right? I mean, everyone knows who shows up in the movie.
Of course.
Okay. When when Andrew showed up, people freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
When Toby showed up, dude, I thought the place was fucking going to come down.
This is why, listen, that was the worst kept secret in Hollywood. It really was. Okay. but this is because there's a lot of people out there say, why don't they just tell us anyway? Because of
that reaction.
It's psychological, even though it's the worst kept secret in Hollywood, and that you are so sure. You want to know something? You're 99% sure. If the studio doesn't say anything, if they don't show you anything in marketing, whether you realize it or not, subconsciously, inside of you, there is a little tiny bit of doubt. And again, you may not realize it. It might not be, you're not necessarily consciously aware of it. But if the studio plays hardball and says, listen, we know that they know that we know that they know that we know that they know that we, but let's not fucking just go, okay, and give in. No, let's not do it. Because you're sitting in that theater, and when the movie's going on, you're sitting there going, maybe not. maybe not. And then it happens. You go, I knew it. I knew it. That's why. That's
pretty
why.
much the reaction.
Exactly. Where if you knew all along, sure, you'd be excited. But if they were showing you posters and images, and if they were in the trailer, and if they were in TV spots, and if interviews, they were going, yeah, I'm in it. It was great fun to shoot. And you were seeing behind the scenes, the impact, although still exciting, would not have been, because the novelty would have worn off 6, 7, 8 months earlier. So that's why it's the worst kept secret, but that's why they held their cards, because like, no, we want you to go and see. And the reason why you're going to go and see is because there's just a little bit of doubt because you haven't seen anything. So yeah, it's very effective. Very, very effective. Even though it was the worst kept secret.
Worst kept secret. But hey, it worked.
It worked. All right. And then Vince also sends in $5, says, Meek's twins were my absolute favorite of the new cast. Great performances and writing. Meek's twins? I mean, were there two twins in the movie?
I'm guessing he must be referring to the Flashdance and
maybe
an athlete.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Or maybe it's two people who are actually twins in real life that are in the movie. I'm not sure. Happy Sanjo sends in $2.
I just Googled it. Yeah, that's what they're referring to.
Okay. Says timestamp.
I agree. I loved Flashdance. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, timestamp. Hopefully sorry about that, Happy. Hopefully you were able to catch it. Yeah. Whenever we do a watch along, we encourage you to send in super chats, but we always get to them at the end. That way we can focus on the movie. Because if we were answering, as you can clearly see, if we were doing this throughout the movie, we wouldn't be paying attention to the movie. So it's very hard to do. Hopefully somebody else in the chat was able to come to your aid. Troy Grubb sends in $9.99 and says, for the channel, thank you, buddy. Curious to hear your guys' thoughts on the new Scream movie after you watch it. Well, we were just talking about it. Have a good day. Rest of your Wednesday night, Dave and Tony. Thank you very much, Troy. Appreciate that. Booster Seat sends in $2 and says, H18 or Scream 2022, best story and characters. I'm going to have to watch Scream again away from a watch-along. But I didn't have the same expectations for Scream as I did H18. So I probably enjoyed Scream more, maybe. I think I will say this. I think Scream, at least on first watch, Scream 2022 is probably a better Scream movie than Halloween 18 is a Halloween movie.
Yes, I agree with that.
I will say that. Vince again sends in $5. Thanks, buddy. He says, took me forever to find out Sheriff Judy is Wendy Peppercorn.
Peppercorn from the Sandlot. No, I know.
Peppercorn from the Sandlot.
Yes.
Is it Pepper or Peffer? He's got Peffer here.
Whatever, Peppercorn, Peffer, whatever her name is. Peffer, whatever it is.
Yeah,
no, but he's right.
Oh, okay.
He's 100% right. Yeah.
I haven't watched that movie in years.
Squint's love of his life. Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch that. I mean, I've seen it, but not in years. Okay, let's see. Vince again, my man. Oh, no, I got that one. Booster Seat, again, sends in $2, says, Myers from Halloween Kills will destroy Party and Ghostface.
Okay.
Myers from Halloween Kills will destroy Party and Ghostface? Okay, all right. Hey, maybe. I don't know. Julian Salgado, yes, sends in $5 and says, might need time to let it marinate, but can I get your guys' ranking on the franchise? Oh, well, Tony might be able to do it more than me.
Which Scream franchise?
I guess, yeah. I need to watch this again away from a watch along. I like the first Scream movie a lot, actually. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't particularly like Scream 2 all that much. I don't really like Scream 3 that much at all either. Same. So I do like 4. So, and this one feels like it would be, at least watching it here with you, it feels like it's, a good modern day, sort of like in the realm of 4-ish,
Yeah, I'd put it, Scream 4, Scream 2022, and then 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Mohammed Nabil sends in 100 AED. Again, a currency I can't remember. I keep forgetting. I think that might be about $50 though, if I'm not mistaken. That's very generous, my man. Thank you so much. Wasn't a big fan, to be honest. All right. Let's hear what you have to say. I found the way they sent off Dewey to be dumb and the lack of Sydney and Gale, mostly the new characters, were bland. And some other things are also cons of the film for me. Not bad for sure, but not too good. All right. Well, hey, Nabil, or Mohammed, I should say, you have spoken and you are free to feel that way. I know there are others that feel the same way too. It all, it depends on what your expectations would have been, right? Yep. And what you wanted to see. HT Story sends in $5 and says, maybe she didn't kill Dewey. Maybe there are 3 killers and Stu is the one that killed Dewey.
I was going to say, I still like your idea of it would have been a huge, okay. I will say this. Yes, it would have been too on the nose, but as we get to the end there, when we still believe that she is not a villain, and then after she kills Sam kills Joshua Jackson wannabe character, if she would have turned around and like killed Gale, that would have been like oh shit, you know what I mean? Like I
think she should have.
And then I would have been like, then that's where you get your theory of the 3 killers. You know what I mean? Where she's like, maybe she only wanted to be the last one standing.
Do you know how shocking it would have been if the girl killer there, Twilight.
Yeah.
If she had pulled out that gun and shot Gale in the head. I know that she doesn't need to be shot in the head because Gale's not the killer, but just how shocking that would have been to the audience. Just, oh my God, I did not see that coming at all. Holy shit.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's funny. All right, let's see here. Booster Seat, $2 says, you hear they screened first cut of Halloween Ends. Where did you hear that, Booster Seat? Because Halloween Ends is not wrapped filming yet.
I was going to say, aren't they still filming it?
So the only thing they would be screening would probably be dailies.
That's it.
I
know they've wrapped Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee wrapped. They're probably going to wrap very soon.
Very soon.
But what's your source? Now, maybe you're right. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I that doesn't feel right to me, knowing the business as I do.
They're still in production. They haven't gone through post. They haven't done sound design or anything.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it would be a very rough cut of the film.
That's exactly it. Like I'm,
a horrible cut.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't. That doesn't make sense. So I don't know where you're getting that because the film is still shooting. So, again, the only thing that would be screened would be dailies. To maybe. Yeah. Blumhouse or something, scenes or something like that, but not to a test audience.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet, anyways.
No, the film's still shooting. Cody Snyder sends in $5, says, take my money, McRae, you goddamn animal, for the community.
There you go.
Thank you, Cody. Really appreciate that. Michael Myers fan 1037 cents in $2 says, man, do Christine escape from New York? Damn it. Hello, Chester. Nice to see you in here for sending in $4. No, Chester, we're not going to do that.
Chester, I can tell you this much. Sometime probably in the next few months, we probably will do Christine, but I've never seen either of the Escape movies. And I have about as much interest in watching them as I would watch grass growing. So yeah, I would say the likelihood of doing Christine is probably on the higher end, and maybe sometime over the 2022 year we'll watch it. But
possibly,
but I do Escape from New York is definitely not on.
But I do want to say this, and I want to be very clear, Chester, because I know it's you. I had blocked you on the channel because of your behavior. Now, you weren't misbehaving and saying anything, really bad or anything, but I had clearly explained to you that Tony and I do not take requests, okay? And the reason why we don't is because we have a schedule and list of things that we want to get to. It's not personal, okay? And I had explained that to you. And over the course of several weeks, you kept, you messaged me personally, you kept insulting me and saying all these things. And I don't have time for that. It's not personal to you. It's anybody. Anybody does that in here. I don't care who you are, you're gone. Okay. And so if you want to come back with your other account, you need to reach out to me and you need to apologize. Creating different accounts, I could block. I know it's you. because you're the only one that mentions this. So, it would be in your best interest to, just hear what I have to say. When I say, because I was very polite, I said, hey, dude, I know you're excited about it, but right now, Tony and I don't have plans to do it. Maybe in the future. That's what I said, maybe in the future. And that's where you need it. Hang on. That's where he needed to leave it, because what happened then is that after that, you kept spamming the chat room and spamming the comments on certain posts and things like that and saying, come on, you damn you and all this stuff. And Chester, you got to let it go. Okay. It's not personal to you. It's just, we do not take requests. One should be enough. Tony?
Or Chester, and I do see some people in the chat room that are supporting his cause. Y'all can go on Chester's channel and do a live watch with him and support him. Put 100%. Your money where your mouth is. You know what I'm 100%. Saying? If you're truly supporting Chester, my man, you could do a live stream and watch the movie with the community in here, and you guys can go over and support him.
100%. And again,
because if you don't support Chester, like you're championing to do it right now in the chat room, then you're a fucking hypocrite.
Right. So. And well, it's just, and listen, people, it's not personal, right? I've been very, very clear. And Chester, I've been very fair to you. I've been very patient. I've answered you on a number of occasions, but to come into the chat room and spam and say, it's not tolerated. I don't care if it's you or anybody else in there. Okay. So I've been very, very, very clear. Now that doesn't mean that we won't. So I'll say the same thing I said to you 2 or 3 months ago. It's not that we're never going to do it. But as of right now, we're not going to do it this second or next week or the week after or next month. Or so just because we have things lined up that we want to do. That's all.
I'm for Chester doing it himself and getting the community over to his channel and watch it.
Well, maybe he should. Maybe he should do that. Yeah, why not? Let me see here. Okay, let me just... okay, just don't want to miss anything. Vince sends in $5, says, for reference, Dave, it's Turelo.
He's spelling it.
Turelo. Yeah, no, that helps me. Well, as a voice actor, there's a lot of things that I have to phonetically sound out. When a name or a word or the name of a street or a place can be said a few different ways, I think it's Turelo, probably saying it wrong, even still. Turalo. Vince Turalo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I'm saying it wrong still. Don't sweat it. Everyone gets it wrong the first time. Keep up the great content, guys. Thank you, Vince. Edward Moody's sends in $5, says, hey, guys, have you ever thought of doing a 2 dudes and some bullshit of Stand By Me? Yeah, we have thought about that. That feels like a summer movie.
Summer movie.
Yeah. So definitely we have talked about that. So that could be something that could be coming in the future as well. Maybe down the line.
There's a shit ton of movies. I think when it comes to movie selection, guys, it's usually Dave and I are pretty much on the same page when we want to pick a movie. And there's so many movies that we want to do, that we haven't even gotten to yet. While also creating ideas, like we're doing this What If series. We've got another one. We got another one that we're doing that we're having fun with. Although it should be called What If Pitch Ideas, because I seem to be leaning into the more pitch ideas. Well, because with some of the shit that I'm doing in the what if scenarios.
We've done 143 of these things. Yeah. And we first started just talking about movies.
Right.
And then in and around the 40 episode mark or somewhere around there.
We started the watch along.
We started the watch along. So you and I have watched basically 103 movies.
It's a lot.
That's a lot, guys. It's a lot. It's a lot, And
I'm actually having more fun with these first time watch than I am movies that we've already seen. I don't know. I'm having a lot more fun.
It is fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fun. And I enjoy I enjoy being able to
because I think our reactions are more genuine.
Well, what I mean? Of course. And to be able to switch it up a bit and do the what ifs is a lot of fun too. Yeah. They're a lot of fun. It's nice to keep things fresh. I mean, it's 143 episodes. It's a lot. 143 episodes that last 2.5, 3 hours, by the way. So it's not like they're 143 20-minute shows. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So yeah. All right. Well, we've been going, you want to just take this thing right to 3 hours? It's another 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's do that. So another 10 minutes to get your stuff in, that is like super chats if you have any. And by the way, as I said off the top of the show, I have a horror box here. If anybody wants it, I'm selling it for $550 US. What do I mean by horror box? Well, in there you get, they're all open, but they're in perfect condition, all accessories. I have copies of some stuff. I'm trying to sell it, doing some winter cleaning. You get the Mezco Michael Myers Halloween figure here. All right. Again, open, but all accessories included. Immaculate condition. You get NECA versions of Jason Part 3, Freddy Part 2, Laurie Strode from 18, Michael Myers from 18. Again, open, all accessories included. You get the Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees hockey mask, which you've seen me wear on a number of occasions. You get that. You also get a Jason face mask. It's a little too small to be able to put over your head, but it certainly works to put on a paper towel thing and put the mask on it. It's the way he looks in Part 3. That's in there as well as Halloween Kills on 4K. Again, it's open, but it's never been used. Because I have people send me shit, friends buy me stuff. It's open as in I've unwrapped it, but I've never played it. I've never used it. I just put it on the shelf. So it's never been used. Perfect disc, immaculate condition. I've also thrown in a men's medium t-shirt of It's Me Billy. It's Me Billy on Blu-ray is also in there as well. So if that interests you, then by all means, reach out to me on my Many Things Dave McRae Facebook page, DM me, and we can work it out there. $550 USD. That's it. Shipping included. I will ship within Canada, within the States, of course. Let me know if that interests you. I'm not selling it separately. I'm selling it all together as one horror package. So I just want to put that out there. It is available if you want it.
Good shit.
It's good shit. Yeah. And everything is in perfect condition. So I wouldn't be selling it. If
Zach Gaxinola asked, and I was actually going to mention something to you. I don't know, because Titanic is celebrating its 25th anniversary, and wanting to know, would we do a Two Dudes episode on it or watch the movie? I mean, it's a 3-hour movie. And April 15th, the day that Titanic sank, is on a Friday this year. It is something I thought about talking to you about, thinking like, what could we do? Could we do a watch along with that? I don't know. It's something that I have to talk to Dave. Titanic, the ship.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's something.
The
movie itself is really long, so
it's long. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know if we could do. I mean, I love the movie. It's great. It's 3 hours.
Unless you and I just do like we record it separately and upload it as
something like that.
Rather than doing it live.
Because then you're talking 3 hours movie, and then if we're going to do Q&A for usually about a good half hour to an hour, it's a long stream, man.
It's a long, it is.
So, maybe, you know what? I mean, maybe we can set like maybe we can do like a Q&A or something. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out. I'll talk to Dave about it.
Maybe we watch one of the old black and white Titanic.
Like A Night to Remember or something like that. Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be kind of fun. Yeah. Nate A sends in $2, says, this World War III nuclear war Russia stuff has me shaking. It's pretty crazy right now. What's going on over there? It's all
staged.
It's pretty. It's all staged.
No, I mean, it is. I mean, like everything up until this happened was COVID. Now it's Ukraine.
Listen, I just want to say, if I was in power, Putin would not be invading Ukraine. If I was, Putin is my man. I love him. He's great.
If we're going to look at the statistics,
I love Putin.
Putin invaded Crimea in 2014 when Obama was president and took over Crimea. And now here he is again acting a fool with
here's the thing.
Biden in office. And I think Putin likes to do shit when he knows his adversaries are weaker, and Biden is definitely a weaker adversary. So this is why he's doing his shit, and I think he's only doing it because, look, he hasn't even used his full force. This is why I think a lot of this shit is bullshit, because if he truly wanted to invade Ukraine, they would have had it already. But I just feel like a lot of this.
sorry, I just wanted to capitalize on your point because it is bang on. This is what scares me, is that we must remember that, yes, as of right now, okay, unless something's happened in the world that we're unaware of because we've been on here, but as of right now, it looks like the Ukrainian military is putting up some good resistance, and they've killed some Russian soldiers, shot down some planes, and that's really good. But here's what scares me. And I used this analogy the other day, actually, with Frank and Darren when we were recording the Elm Street 6 or the New Nightmare Best and Worst of. There's at the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones walks into that.
Wait, don't spoil it for me because I've never seen the movie.
It's not a spoiler.
Okay.
It's not a spoiler. He walks into the temple at the beginning, and he's with his buddy, and he thinks this, and he's there, and his friend there goes, "We must hurry. There's nothing to fear here. We must hurry. There's nothing to fear here." And sure enough, it looks kind of like he could just walk up to the idol and take it. Like that's what it looks like. And Harrison Ford, Indy, takes him, pushes him up against the wall, and he's like, "That's what scares me."
Yeah.
And I've always loved that line, because here's what we have to remember about Russia. Russia is the second most powerful military in the world.
To us.
If they wanted to take Ukraine, they could, like that. Like
literally
that. Yeah. Now they're not.
That's why I don't trust what's going on right now.
And the reason why they're not is because at the end of the day, if you read up, and I've been doing a lot of reading on this, Putin, and again, I'm not pro-Putin. I'm not condoning what's happening. I'm just simply saying that we have to remember that Putin doesn't want to destroy Ukraine. Now, he may end up doing that if things, but his goal is not to destroy Ukraine. He doesn't want to go in and blow up Ukraine. He could do that if he wanted to. He wants to capture Ukraine. He wants to put in a puppet regime. He absolutely does. He wants to put in a puppet.
Well, he wants to build the old Soviet Union.
For sure. He wants to put in a regime that is pro-Russia to make sure that NATO doesn't come, any further. And again, I'm not, what is happening and what he's done is awful. It is 100%. But it is true that, I often wonder if this could have been solved a long time ago, because I'm looking at it. And again, I'm not condoning it. Okay. Let's make that very clear. But I'm getting into his head, and I'm like, I get he doesn't want NATO on the Russian border. It would literally be like Russia, putting a base in Cuba, like they tried to do, and the Americans didn't want to have any of that, or putting a base in Mexico, because Mexico is not part of NATO. Can you imagine if Putin put a base in Mexico? Do you think the U.S. would be like, sure, no problem? No, of course not, right? Now, again, I'm not condoning what's happening, but I understand what he's thinking. But in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, come on, there's got to be, to just suddenly unleash war like this. And it is a war, regardless of what the propaganda in Russia is saying, is crazy. But to the viewer's point, that's what scares me, is that, hang on a sec, people are like, Russia's not that tough. No. Russia is fucking tough.
Not only that, dude.
Second. But they're not putting in their mind.
Not only that, but actually, I think they're third to China. I think they're second to China.
No, they're second. China's third.
Because China has the most active military. They've got over 2 million.
No. Oh, yeah. No. But
active personnel.
Yes, but we're talking about military power.
What I mean by that
is not people.
Is that the allies, the U.S. and their allies?
China has more than the States.
It's nuts. Our military and then our allies combined together totals to 3.3 million.
Yeah.
China alone has 2.2 million active.
Right.
They're allies with Russia, which is where I was getting to.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the scary part, because Biden, pulls the move here, and he's like, he's revealing information to China, what Russia was planning to do. Okay. And then China look, if you voted for Biden, it is what it is. But this is the lack of respect that people have for Biden. China turns around and goes, this fucking weasel, you just told us your plan to Russia. That's what I don't fucking like. And that's what I don't fucking trust, is because I think China and Russia are in bed with each other. I think they've got shit planned out. They've got plenty of people to just dispose of. If China got involved to help Russia out, we would be in a hot mess, because China could literally send 1 million people over to Ukraine to help Russia out, and then they could point this way to our direction and be like, "We're coming after you guys next." And like, what the fuck?
I totally agree. It's likely not to escalate. Like, but your point is true, and Russia's second in terms of military, for all intents and purposes, firepower.
I get what you're saying as far as firepower, yes, and but as far I'm talking about size, I meant as far as
and
size.
They have the most nuclear warheads, even more than the U.S.
And I think Putin's crazy enough to fucking light one off. Well, I do.
He's crazy. So that's my point, where it's like people go, oh, Ukraine is, yes, they're putting up a good resistance, and I'm rooting for them. I'm cheering for them. I mean, at the end of the day, I just want the war to be over. We all do. But we must not, there's a bit of an illusion happening here, where it's like, because we also have to remember too, that Russia has, I believe they're second to the US again in their cyber capabilities. If Russia wanted to turn off Ukraine's power and the water and the internet, they could, and they could do it like that. And they haven't done it. And it's not because they can't do it. It's because, again, war is strategic. So there's a very specific thing that Putin wants to do. Now, he's being resisted. Obviously, it's not going probably as easily as he would have liked. He would have liked everybody just to lay down their arms and he could just take it. But that's what it is. If Putin wanted to go in and destroy, Ukraine, blow it up because he hates Ukraine, it would have been over 6 days ago.
Before it happened, even Biden made that comment in his speech, which I was laughing at when he said it. Remember when he made the threat to Putin? He's like, he won't go 1 inch into Ukraine. You know what I mean? He makes that like threatening comment, and then 2 days later, fucking goes into Ukraine and starts it.
It's crazy.
That's the point, is that nobody takes Biden and this administration seriously. It's a weak administration. It is. I'm sorry. I mean, if you voted for the dude, it is what it is. This is why they're doing what they're doing, because they're not going to be met with any fucking resistance. And like Putin and China, they want NATO to get involved. China. They want people to aggregate. If they would, that's why they didn't do it with Trump in office, because they knew Trump wouldn't put up with this shit.
Well, but also
Trump was too fucking hot-headed to put up with this shit.
But we also have to remember too, is that there is a dichotomy here, right? If NATO gets involved, the chances of World War III are more likely. And Russia knows that. Russia knows both countries are petrified of each other. Russia is petrified of NATO, especially the U.S., obviously being, the big guns. And the U.S., do not kid yourself, is petrified of Russia. They're both petrified of each other because of the power both of them have. And it's nothing that neither of them want to do. So even though NATO isn't fighting against Russia at the moment, we're all, Canada included, we're all supplying gear and stuff to Ukraine. So we're
still fucking buying oil from Russia even to this day.
Of course,
we haven't stopped.
Of
it's
course,
and you're going to tell me this is not all staged, not you, but all I'm saying is it's a very scary thing, because I watch from afar and I see the Ukrainians dancing in the fields because they knocked down a jet and things like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's great, guys. It's great. But I'm like, man, if Russia really wanted to but that's what I'm saying. It's like, don't egg someone on. Like, the more that's what I don't like what the media is doing. And again, it comes back to the fucking media and what they're doing by, showing all this stuff. Okay. Yes, I understand it. It's to build spirits and whatnot. But at the same time, you're egging on, like Dave just said, you're egging on an adversary who has the second largest nuclear weapons in the world.
First.
That's not, I'm sorry, first.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. First. That is not someone who you want to fucking agitate. When you push him to a point where he's like, fuck this, I'm going in a bunker, and hits the fucking buttons and says, bye.
Yeah.
And we're all fucked now because you guys egged this shit on.
Yeah. And let's be honest, if this wasn't Ukraine and it wasn't Russia. Now, again, on the geopolitical, I see people in the chat saying, what about Libya and Syria? Listen, I don't want to get into a big thing, but I will say, yes, it's true. On the geopolitical scale, there are countries that matter and there are countries that don't. On the geopolitical scale, I'm not saying everybody doesn't matter. I'm just saying, right? Naturally, there are countries that the U.S. would have gone in and protected. I mean, they had no issue, with Kuwait, right? Why? Well, because Iraq wasn't Russia. You know what I mean? And, so and NATO did, obviously NATO didn't exist. I think NATO existed after 9/11, I believe. I could be wrong on that. But so yes, to be fair, there are geopolitical issues at play here. And this is one of the issues where it's like, hey, Ukraine, we want to help these people out and we'll do our best and we'll send certain things, but we don't want to get involved because
don't push a pit bull around. Okay. Just
the one thing I will say though is another thing I'm worried about is that if this succeeds with Putin and he's able to capture Ukraine, because keep that in mind, folks, he doesn't want to destroy Ukraine. I know you see buildings getting blown up and all that. I get that. But at the end of the day,
he's all about getting that real estate.
He wants to capture Ukraine and install a puppet regime that he knows will never join NATO or the EU. I mean, that's really what he wants because then there's a buffer zone between Russia and NATO. So he doesn't want to blow everything up. I mean, if hypothetically, if the Ukrainian, I'm not saying they should have, I'm just saying hypothetically, if their military had surrendered, put their arms down, everybody surrendered, he would have taken it. He wouldn't have killed anybody. He wouldn't have bombed anything. He would have taken it and put in a puppet regime and, it is. But of course, he's facing resistance, so naturally he's got to, he's got to do what he's got to do. And again, I'm not pro-Putin. I'm just saying that we have to keep that in mind. That yes, things look pretty like, oh, they're not doing too bad against them. Yeah,
don't.
And Russia doesn't even have to go nuclear. I mean, no. Russia could destroy Ukraine, with their backhand in their pocket if they wanted to. And so that's why there's nothing to fear here. That's what scares me. That's why I'm like, how bad is this going to get?
And what pisses me off the most, and I'll go back to what I originally said here with what's happening between your country and my country now, the Canada and the States, is while all this is unfolding, you notice how all the mandates and everything and the restrictions are starting to fade away, because sliding under the fucking radar. Well, that's bullshit because there are fucking people, there's politicians, there's fucking leaders who need to be held accountable for all this bullshit that you've put us through for the last fucking 2 years. Wear your mask, get a fucking shot, all this fucking shit for two fucking years. And now quietly it's going under the radar and all this, no one's talking about it because now all of a sudden anywhere I fucking go in a store, no one's wearing a mask. Literally. It's like a fucking light switch. And I'm like, what? All of a sudden, COVID just disappeared a week ago.
Well,
a week ago, you're bitching at me because I'm not going to get a shot or wear a mask. Now all of a sudden, we're not talking about it.
I talked to COVID last week. I had a phone conversation with COVID, and they told me that they were taking a vacation and going to Cuba. So I was like, all right. Okay, anyways, last super chat. Let's end on a happy note. Last super chat. Edward Nito sends in $10, says, D&T, my wife and I were cracking up during the TCM watch along when Leatherface first revved up his chainsaw. It was the first show that my wife and I watched together. Thanks for the belly laughs. Oh, that's cool. Well, shout out to your wife, Edward, and shout out to you as well. I'm glad you guys had a good time watching us have fun with that episode. I think a lot of people really like that Texas Chainsaw episode that we did.
Yeah, because again, I think when it comes to that movie, look, we're not going there to watch, one of the greatest films of all time ever made. We're going in there to watch a fucking gory slasher film, great kills, over the top, good fun popcorn movie, and that's it. And it delivered on it. That's what it's meant to do. And
that's it.
And when you have a good community like you guys in the chat room, and then Dave and I just feeding off of each other organically, watching it for the first time, makes for a fun, movie going experience.
Could not agree more. Could not agree more. All right, folks. Well, listen, that's going to do it for Tony and I here on episode 143 of Two Dudes and Some Bullshit. What did you think of Scream 2022? Comment below and let Tony and I know. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Where would you rank it in the Scream franchise? And what do you want them to do with Scream 6? It starts shooting this summer. Really? Already? Do you think it's a good idea? Bad idea? Let us know in the comments section. Thank you to all the super chat questions that came in today. And of course, our great moderators, Frank Riker, Tabitha Short, Darren Sands, Chris Baber. You are amazing, but you know you are We went for so long, my light went out. Tony, any last things you want to say?
No, this is fun. Looking forward to doing another What If episode on Monday.
Yes, another What If episode. Tony and I are back to our usual time, Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, with another What If episode. Have a great night, everybody. In the meantime, in between time,